All right.
All right, I want to go talk to the devil, Joe Rogan. Let's go. Let's take these 3 THC pills and let's see what happens. We're live, by the way.
Oh, we're live. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Dirty 20 D&D Night. Yay! Clap, clap, clap. Applause sign. All right.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay.
The people rejoice. Last time we played, we started off with Fatu awakening after being run through by a large mythical sword that had been being carried by the vile black mouth Scratloin. Fatu, the Bone Crusher, came to, was making a miraculous recovery. The doctor in town / cleric who had been working his miracles on him was checking on him after he woke up. Inafine immediately puked on him because she wasn't feeling good, and then he checked her out, revealing that she is currently, according to the cleric, pregnant with twins, we'll say.
And twins. Sorry.
Very special episode.
It was.
She immediately tried killing the kids. Afterwards, the party met up. Was found upon by an assistant of Kaywin's, who was now being seen as the new Lord Regent of the city of the town / city of Daggerford. They had found the part. They were told where to find the party after Kevonian had gone out and kind of discovered the situation that Kaywin had found himself in. The party went over to the castle in the town and spoke with Kaywin, who revealed his plan of having his triumph party for the night and his plan to rob the town blind. In between that and the actual party, the party went through the town, introducing them. Kaywin went through introducing himself to, the people of Daggerford, kissing babies, shaking hands, the normal political shit. Then that night, you guys, you had the triumph went off without a hitch. Kaywin gave a very well-worded speech to the people of Daggerford. At the same time, Kevonian was trying to break into the vault under the castle. When that didn't go to plan, met back up with Kaywin and the party. Kaywin, Fatu, and Kevonian went looking through the offices and the Lord Regent's room, looking for any second key. Fatu was able to find paperwork and bills explaining how the town was in. At this point, Kaywin deemed his plan a failure. The party decided to leave the town during the middle of the big feast and party. You snuck out to the stables, got your horses and elephant, and made your way onto the road north towards Waterford and past there Neverwinter.
The old Irish goodbye.
Yep, Irish goodbye to an entire town. It's amazing. Luckily, though, Kaywin had left paperwork and information, leaving a young elven boy that he had met at the orphanage to be in power after, in his wake.
Sounds creepy.
It does sound very Epsteinish.
I left him as my ward.
Young elf boy boy.
Really, it's more Batman. I left him as my ward.
We will see how we might see how that plays out in the future.
He was the
Um,
dick.
Oh, I don't care how it plays out.
But yeah, so you made a bunch of promises to a town full of people. You left an orphan in charge.
I left an
And you
orphan. I left an orphan and the person who was my assistant in charge.
You left them in charge, and when you realized you couldn't rob them, and you hit the road, Jack.
Yes,
And that's where we left off. So
but I didn't rob them.
to start tonight, I'm gonna have everybody give me a quick, just straight D20 roll.
No, just straight 20.
Straight 20, no specific kind of roll, just D20.
17.
16.
Six.
17.
8 and 10.
8 and 10. What'd you get, Laura?
17.
Okay. I was looking to see if anybody potentially rolled a straight up nat 1, which that would have been the reason why I had something brutal attack you guys in the night, but nobody did. So you guys find yourself roaming the roads northward. Kaywin, give me a quick survival check to make sure you're keeping everybody on the right path towards your inevitable final destination of Neverwinter.
19.
Perfect. So you guys are on your horses. Fatu is still kind of riding on top of the elephant very gingerly. He's still healing up from the wound. Inafine is Inafine, give me a constitution check real quick.
See if you survive that hug.
See, I would picture more we have him on like a bed on the elephant, where he's just like splayed out.
21.
21. Inafine, from the news of the previous day and everything that she's been through in the last 24 hours, she's getting those kind of like what are they called? Not dry. Oh yeah, like dry heaves where you're like you get your stomachs like wrenching. But she's the one kind of controlling the elephant. So she's Fatu's kind of just relaxing, healing, and she's holding the reins on the elephant, just.
Good acting. Good acting.
Yeah. So you find you're finding yourself pushing through the night. You're passing a small, another small village. Toward as you notice the sun starting to rise in the morning, you begin, you pass to the east a small settlement, small village. As the sun's really breaking the horizon and crossing, you pass over a huge stone bridge. Nobody's around. There's no goblins, no nothing. Off to the west, you see just this set of hills. Just, you could swear they're moving. Something on the hills is moving. But nothing out of the ordinary crosses your path. And then, as early morning's breaking, you arrive. You can see the edge of what is you believe to be Waterdeep, and I'll load up the full city map so you can see. And you guys are you're probably about here at this point. So you're coming into the city of Waterdeep, and it's early morning. You can hear the faint sound of bells tolling.
For whom?
For whom is the right question? You smell everybody gets that salty smell of seawater in their nostrils because you notice you're right on the coast. And you're pulling into a city, a main city of Faerun. What do you guys do?
Nori
Okay.
immediately takes off for the water and just dives in, and I'll see you guys when I see it. She hasn't been near water in I don't know how long, so she's taking full advantage of it. First
All
one.
right, so Nori hops off the horse and just runs and dives into the water with no explanation as to what she's doing. So as far as you guys know, she is just becoming a mer person again.
Always a merp.
I like to believe that she doesn't actually run. She Zoidberg scuttles. But I'll give you scuttle run. All right, so Nori,
I'm so excited.
Yeah, you watch as you're approaching the city. There's like a beaten path off to your guys' left that's leading right to this patch of coastline beach, and you watch as Nori just jumps off her horse and beelines with no words and dives into the water. So, what do you after seeing that? What do you guys do?
Are we ever going to see her again?
I've never seen her that happy.
I've never seen her move that fast.
I'm literally like, you can see in the distance, I'm just like doing like dolphin flips. For it.
I think we come pick her up when we're done.
Yeah, let her have it fun.
I also just want to see if any of my people are around.
You're a water Ashari, or
You like those things from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire that live in the bottom of the lake?
Yeah.
I have legs though.
they had legs, didn't they?
No, they were fish people.
Oh, no. Oh, the little gremlin looking one? I'll
Yeah.
fix it. Hold on. Yeah, I just want to see because we're in a different world, but would be curious to see.
Okay.
Alright.
So while she's off swimming and she's gonna end up searching for that, you guys you're coming into the city of Waterdeep.
Real quick, my character, because it's been a minute since we talked about it specifically. Why are we in Waterdeep again?
It's on the way to Neverwinter.
And for Neverwinter, we're still looking for the Duke?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, the Archduke.
Archduke, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure we're there. Back in character.
All right. So you guys are you're slowly you're approaching the stables. Are you guys just gonna pass through, or are you guys gonna put your animals up for the time being?
Can I look for any fancy weaponry shops or armory shops?
Let's do this in character. Fatu. The last time we were in Major City, we both wanted to do some upgrades. Mine might still be in the works, but we can't get back there. You want to go shopping, buddy?
Aye, Kevonian. I do.
I'm gonna let that slide. Let's go have a montage.
Babe, carry me to the next shop.
Oh my. Okay, so I'll do.
Yeah, we've got to put these animals in the stable.
All right.
It's gonna be hard walking through Neverwinter with an elephant.
Kenny, isn't Waterdeep, like the north part of Waterdeep is where the black market is?
You believe that there are connections to the black market up in the north side. I believe the bar you were told, the tavern, is the
Skull and Bones?
Skull and Bones. Yeah.
Okay. Is it far from where we just arrived, or?
You arrived in the southeastmost road of the city, So it would probably take you a bit if you're walking. You know what I mean? If you're walking, like, hold on, let me pull the map back up because I got this. Like you guys are right like here at this point. There it is. So like you're from what you're believing, you're thinking it's more about up in here. So while it's not, this isn't Manhattan we're talking here.
Yeah, yeah.
But like it's gonna take, you don't know where you are, you don't know where to get to. Obviously you're probably gonna be asking questions, so it would take you a bit to get up there.
Okay. Well, then I say to the group, I'm gonna go ask somebody for directions on the black market if we're looking for magical weapons. I'm not sure if you guys remember that. We're looking for skull and bones.
That's been about 2 pounds of lotus weed ago, so.
Yeah. So we gotta head north, but let's ask and make sure we pinpoint exactly where skull and bones are.
All right. So are you're still on your horses and your animals?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So
should we stable them?
That's a big.
Asking the group, maybe we should stable them. We have an elephant, and this is a small streeted city.
Stable the elephant.
Well, there might be stables. There might be another stable to the north. There might you.
I'm not getting off my horse.
Let's keep the animal.
Yeah, I think
Rocky doesn't want to be stabled.
What?
Until Rocky wants to be stabled.
Oh my god.
Didn't we have 2 elephants, or did we only buy the one?
just one, not the other one.
That's
So
right.
we're gonna get the female one because
Because that voice.
of the voice.
Make way so I can stomp my stomp.
Rocky wasn't much into that.
All right, so you guys, you're just trotting through, and like, here's the thing. Like, I know on the map the city looks tight, but you got to figure, like, this main road right here, it looks tight, and then but it feeds right into, like, they're not. It's wide open. If these things were made for horse, the roads were made and everything was designed for horse and carts and everything to be able to get through. So while your horses are getting around, you're getting around on horseback easily. Fatu and Enafine are currently, everybody is staring at them like they're from a different world, which ironically you guys are.
We're like Aladdin coming into Agrabah.
So, all right, you see, you guys are just venturing through the city, heading north, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Are you gonna ask for directions or?
Yeah, but also, no, that was the other city, right, where there was the library with all the wizards.
That's way south.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
That's outside of Baldur's. Hold on, let me double check.
Yeah, I think you're right. That was Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, that was days ago. Whew.
Yep.
Months ago in real time.
Actually, that wasn't. Hold on, that wasn't that far. Wait, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We rode out into the night a few days or something like that.
Yeah, because you passed. Yeah. Yeah, that was days ago. Holy shit, you guys have traveled a good distance.
Ask him for a friend. What was the Archduke's name?
Franz Ferdinand. What do I have here?
I might have been one of the notes I actually took.
I had that name too.
Oh, I forgot about Prologue. Oh, that was a sad death.
Oh my.
Who?
Prologue Sawtooth. The half-orc and the mercenary group that we got with. That I wanted to become best friends with.
Archduke Armand.
Saving us.
The
Armand.
Eloquent.
Oh yeah, Armand.
The eloquent. All right.
VC Armand Asante.
You know he's the law. So you guys are venturing. You know you're kind of just trotting up north. You notice people are kind of giving this elephant a wide berth. You guys aren't they're just trotting down and on top of Rocky in the middle of the road because fuck everybody else. So who's gonna be doing the talking? Like asking for directions.
Our eloquent bard.
I assume Kevonian because he's the
All
bard.
All right, so Kevonian, as you're trotting through, you notice a bunch of your average looking seafaring humans. You notice a few dwarves kind of just working on some simple like not fishing line, but they're working on like harpoons and such, and in their little stalls. You notice, as you guys are trotting up the street, you notice all sorts of people, different of every race and class. I wouldn't say class, but you see dragonkind, you see elves, you see dwarves, you see some goblin-looking folk, halflings. You see a guy that looks oddly enough like Chiron, but just bigger.
Are there any drow?
Dark elves?
Yeah.
Give me a perception.
What the fuck do +7? I got a 10.
10. You, as you're passing what you believe to be some kind of cafe, you swear you could, like, sitting out on their like patio, enjoying a nice hookah of some sort of tobacco and some dark coffee looking drink. You could swear it is it's a female drow elf.
A female?
Looking upon you guys with disdain.
Oh, disdain.
Well, yeah, you're taking up the whole road, and you're sitting there, Mr. White Knight, in your snake oil salesman outfit.
Is this also like a sailor?
Is
Like
who?
somebody that looks like they work on a boat?
There, people like that are everywhere. It's a coastal town. Like everybody's like some kind of dock worker or something pertaining to the water.
All right. So I get off my horse and I saunter slowly over and I take my hat off and I say, "Ahoy, matey! Hail and well met. What would a beautiful creature like you be doing stuck down at the docks?"
She side eye looks at you, gives you a quick up and down glance, goes back to her coffee, and doesn't respond.
I don't think she heard you.
I sit down right next to her and I pull out my lute and I strum like a solid E major, just like.
Give
There's
me
not many people on this world that can ignore me.
Give me a quick perception check.
Perception. We just did.
At
All right.
disadvantage. At disadvantage because you're focused on trying to get her attention.
Disadvantage. Okie dokie. All right, so the last one, 14.
Okay. Wow. So even with a 14, yeah. So as you say that to her, you immediately realize there is the edge of the bladed edge of a dagger poking you right in your groin.
Okay.
As you sit down.
Is that a dagger pointing me in the groin, or are you just happy to see me?
And she finally puts her coffee down. She turns her head to give you full attention. She's like, and she just looks at you. What do you want?
Does she still have the knife at my groin?
Oh yeah.
So pull that at least 6 inches away for starters. I need a lot of room.
She kind of gives you a half smirk. She goes, "No shot. What do you want?"
I strum an A minor on my lute now. So
You feel more pressure on your groin.
It's strange that this is turning me on.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
At this point, I'm like, now I start taking things a little bit more seriously. I say, all right, then. I swing my lute back on my back, and I say, I really only came out here for information. But when I see a side eye like yours, I can't ignore it. But I digress, and I'll get to the point. Pardon my pun. I'm full of one-liners tonight. I'm sorry, guys. So I say,
Full of something tonight.
I'm looking for the Skull and Bones Tavern. I thought you might be in a position to help me learn where that is.
Give me a quick dexterity. Or hold on. You know what? Not yet. You feel more pressure on your groin. And she immediately, her eyes kind of widen up, and she's like, "Wow, what do you seek the Skull and Bones for?"
Well, I heard their drinks are spectacular this time of season.
She smirks. Give me a quick persuasion check.
What is that? So, 28.
28. She goes, "The drinks. Okay. That's all you seek? Like, I have drinks in my establishment here." She kind of nods over her shoulder at the cafe behind her.
Oh, this is your place.
Oh, there's no other reason I'd be down here smelling fish all day.
Especially when you smell like roses.
Jesus Christ. All right. She goes, what? She goes,
the other more exotic things I am in search of. But I hear the Skull and Bones has it all.
She goes, "Oh, you notice that the pressure on your groin it's gone."
I'm a little disappointed.
She stabs the dagger into the table. She goes, "Well, what you're gonna, if you truly just seek for fine drinks and I can't sway you to stay here," she she kind of gives you directions on heading north through this main thoroughfare here, and when to turn left and such. She pretty much, if you look at the map I have up, she pretty much explains that the Skull and Bones is right in here, kind of tucked off into an alleyway off the main streets.
Okay.
And she as she explains to you the directions. She looks at you one more time and she's like, "Though I would recommend you change your outfit, considering how much you stand out."
I look down at myself. I go, "Yeah, I've learned this lesson a few times. I take it this may also not be the type of establishment to pull up in riding an elephant."
She goes. She looks at the elephant. She goes, "That would be. I would. Yes, you do not want to. The Skull and Bones is the kind of place where the nail that sticks out gets hammered."
Okay. Well, thank you for all of your advice. And I have one more question for you before I take my leave. Where is the nearest inn to this establishment?
Nearest, she goes, like, inn?
Yes. The place where I would have a bed.
So you guys are right about here, I'd say. She tells you that right down in here, closer to the water, above a fishery, is a well-known inn with fair rates.
All right. I say to her, well,
Half a block away.
no reason, just letting you know that that's where I may be staying tonight. And I stand up and I walk away.
Okay.
I have to have a girl in every port.
God damn it. All right.
We're gonna do this tonight, Kenny.
That's fair. That's fair. You're gonna try. All right, Enafine, I'm gonna not Enafine, Nori, I'm gonna cut to you real quick. You're flipping around. You're doing your best Echo the Dolphin impersonation. Give me an investigation check as you're swimming deeper and deeper into this ocean you have never been in before. Like, you don't sense any, you don't have any familiarity to the scents, the tastes, anything in this water.
Oh yeah, it is the ocean.
I can't get my thing to roll. Why isn't it rolling? Come on.
I don't know, babe.
All right, hold on. I don't know why that wasn't. Oh, well, that's a big old 4.
Okay.
Oh, there.
It's an investigation check.
Yep.
Okay. You're not finding anything that kind of steers you towards anything. You don't see any other genasi. You're not finding anything that even leads you to believe that there's anything down there. And maybe it's too close to land, too close to port to find anything that seems close to your kind. But once again, it's also there's also a lot of basis in the fact that everything that you're sensing within, actually, you know what, give me a perception check too to see if you're feeling any familiarity around you. Because while you don't see anything upon investigation, you might sense something through your other senses.
It's 12.
No. So as you're swimming around, you're, like I said, you're not getting any familiar sense, any familiar real tastes. The only thing that kind of seems familiar is this low kind of, it seems like a hum, this far distant sound that it kind of reminds you of the oceans back home. All right. Well, she's.
I was just gonna say, if that's it, then I'll just start making my way back to the docks.
Okay. You start heading back to the docks. While you're doing that, I'm going to jump back to everybody else. All right, so you just watched Kevonian almost get his dick chopped off, and seemingly successfully come back to the group with information. What are you guys doing?
So I tell them that she told me where the skull and bones was, and then I say, but before we go there, I either need to buy a change of clothes, or you guys can loan me a cloak, and we're gonna need to stable the elephant.
Oh, you had a cloak.
I think I'm wearing it, aren't I?
Yeah, because you covered yourself at some point, and then you let it. You opened it up and became Gandalf for a moment.
You borrowed a cloak from somebody else.
He should still have it, doesn't he?
He should. I mean, unless he got rid of it, but
I mean,
you didn't add, because you borrowed it from somebody. You didn't add it to your inventory.
Correct.
We played it as if you, like, whoever gave it to you just for your big reveal, as Kaywin was going to challenge Scratloin and
Yeah.
Daggerford. Yeah.
I have an idea. We'll stable the elephant while you go to a shop and just buy a cloak.
And then you want to meet up at the Cloak and Dagger?
Skull and Dagger, right?
Skull and Dagger, go ahead.
Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones.
All right.
That's 3 different names in 5 seconds.
Notes.
We're gonna go horses. We're gonna go stable the
Stable.
elephant.
Go horse the elephant.
All right. So Tony, Fatu, you guys kind of head back down. You to the stable you passed. You know, decent sized pens, and you see there's a real crotchety looking old fella outside, just squinty eyed, pipe in his mouth. He's just leaning on the fence, looking at the animals like, hey.
Is that
And
Popeye?
Yeah. I am what I am, and it's all that I am. So he turns, he takes the pipe out of his mouth, sees Rocky. He's like, by the gods, what is this?
This is my elephant, and I want you to park it with the horses.
You be crazy, do ya?
I just saved a town. I don't want to hear no lip. I just want to stable my elephant,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Rocky's calm. He's well behaved, and he'll just eat the grass.
He does tricks. No,
Does-
he doesn't.
Only for us.
Okay.
Only for us, babe. Don't tell him that shit. He's a fucking performing monkey. He's a good elephant. He's well behaved.
I don't know. How do I know he's not going to eat the other horses?
Check it. Rocky, sit.
Give me an animal handling check.
Bumblebee tuna.
Dirty 20.
So you say that, and Rocky just kind of just sits down on the ground in front of this guy. He's like, by the gods, you can speak to animals.
Yes, I can.
Oh my god.
he looks at you, he goes, if you can get this one horse here to stop shitting all over my pens. He shits all over where I feed them. He's a fucking nuisance. If you can get him to stop doing that, I'll pen your fucking monstrosity for free.
I look at Anafine and I say, I think we can make that work. I think we can train this horse real quick to stop shitting.
Yeah.
Maybe we can tell him. Maybe we can do. Can you talk to animals?
Well,
Brand,
I
only-
have I can understand everything though.
How are we gonna talk to him? We need Kaywin or Kaywin because Kaywin could talk to animals.
Yeah.
He's not going to
You
care.
summon Kaywin.
Well, Kaywin, hold on. All right, so do you want to go get him real quick?
Okay, where is
All right, so she runs back up the street to Kaywin,
Yeah.
and
Where's the lady be going?
she's gonna get somebody who's gonna be able to talk to your horsey, and we're gonna park this
What's the deal? I thought you could talk to animals.
This guy.
Only elephants.
Only elephants. I can only communicate with elephants and dogs. This guy can communicate with all animals.
And I can talk with dogs.
I don't know.
All right, I'm not talking with the dogs here.
What's the worst that happens? I bullshit you and I have to go somewhere else with my elephant.
Oh, you can pay them.
Yes.
Okay, so just give us a second.
Yeah.
All right, Anafine, you run back up the block or two to where the rest of the party is still kind of hanging out. You find Kaywin sitting on his horse, still wearing his ceremonial garb from his triumph.
Kaywin, we need you to talk to a horse.
Why?
I'll give you a little gold or platinum coin in exchange for your help.
Okay.
Okay.
Play.
The pill is really kicking in.
Oh God.
Phenomenal.
I come back with Kaywin. I'm smiling and he's just like, why am I here? Right?
Are you getting something
Kaywin.
out of this?
Kaywin, my man. Yeah. All right, listen. You got to tell this horse to stop shitting everywhere, and then we can park the elephant here for free.
Wait, tell the horse that
How
I
much
will...
does it How much does it cost to park the elephant here?
No! We want to do it for free.
You see what I'm working with you?
Fine.
You just talk to him.
Thanks. Sir, good stable. Point us to the horse.
He points over and he points at this large. It's like a Clydesdale. It's like the main part of it is leather, like your leather brown, and it's just speckled all over with these white and silver like patches.
Mm-hmm.
That's a mighty fine horse.
Mm-hmm.
I've been taking to calling him Diarrhea.
Oh my God.
It's a good name. Kaywin, you want to do your thing?
All over the walls.
Yeah, all right. I can't speak with animals.
Okay. The horse is just sitting there, just like.
Yeah, all right, mate. How are you?
Who the fuck are you?
It's not important. Listen, the old man over there just wants you to stop shitting everywhere.
Fuck him.
He says fuck you.
What is going on?
Persuade him.
I'm gonna get you turned into cheap meat.
He says the old man says he's gonna turn you into meat if you stop shitting everywhere. So unless you want to die, stop shitting everywhere. Can I go now?
The horse is just, fuck him, I'll shit where I want. This is my pen.
Yeah, no, shit wherever you want, mate. I don't care.
Ask him if he's sick and needs potions and medicines.
I think he just wants to shit wherever he wants to shit.
He wants freedom. I'll buy him.
This is the most absurd situation in my adult life that I've ever been a part of. Two of my friends are having a conversation between
Sir,
each
don't
other.
listen to her. Listen. I'll throw you a gold piece. We just put the elephant here. I'll see you in a few hours.
What?
Wait. Do you understand how many horses I could put in this pen instead of this one giant monstrosity?
Might have to leave. Ruckus
I'm
there.
gonna need by the gods 10 gold piece for the day. I have to feed this thing too. Is it a vegan?
Wait.
Uh,
Wait.
It-
Wait.
it-
Is the horse okay though? Does he need medicine?
What?
The horse is just an asshole.
Oh wait. Oh wait. Yeah. So
You're just an asshole, Gary.
wait.
I'm a
somebody
minge.
boarded there. Is he someone's horse?
The horse is just sitting there. It takes a massive shit where it's standing. He goes, fuck that lady too.
He says fuck you too.
Fuck him.
Oh my God.
Somebody
the-
mind this horse.
Hey, tell the bitch to stop eyeballing me.
He says stop looking at him.
Oh, that is
You know
so
what?
pretty.
Let's just walk away.
Oh my God.
Enjoy your home, Diarrhea.
He says,
I look back at the
"I
stable
said
keeper. I said,
enjoy
that's a
your
great
home."
name for it. It's a real pile of shit.
This is the second animal.
He looks back at Kay when he goes, hey, what'd that guy say to me?
He says enjoy your home, and then I don't know if you know what the term diarrhea means.
I don't. The horse, you guys, Fatu and if you guys notice the horse is kind of just staring intently at Kaywin.
Well,
Kaywin, what's he saying?
diarrhea is a condition of the intestines where your body shits out everything you eat as fast as possible.
He's calling me shit.
He says you shit all over the place, and that's why he calls you that, yes. If you could, please, he would like it if you shit where the other horses shit.
Fuck him and fuck that midget too.
Yeah, no. Right, rock on, mate. No, he says fuck off.
Hey, tell him he's got to be higher than dick height to talk shit to me.
He says you have to be higher than dick height to talk to him.
Well, hold me back. Hold me back. I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight this
Stable
horse.
keeper. What if I made your little horse problem go away?
No.
And I start to slowly draw the sword of crown.
No.
And I'm back serving shit in a racist kid's face.
he goes,
Mate, if he swings that sword at you, I'm not going to help you.
the guy looks at you, he goes, I haven't been able to find anybody to buy him in about 2 years. He goes, I'm almost at that point of doing it myself.
All right, I hear that, and I look over at Kaywin, and I say, ask that horse if we freed him.
Yeah,
If that would cheer him up a bit.
that was my idea.
Would you like to be free, and would that perhaps lead you to stop shitting everywhere?
I mean, yeah, I could shit wherever I wanted outside of this filthy stadium.
He says yes.
And I slowly retract the sword of crown back into my powerful sheath.
Oh my god.
And I ask the stable keeper, how much for the horse?
He's got that Trojan Magnum sheath.
Ew.
the stable keep, he goes, you're serious? You're going to buy this pile of shit?
If I buy that pile of shit, that means I get to leave this elephant here. No questions asked, because now there's no more shit. Because Rocky shits at one spot. He doesn't shit where he eats, so he'll find his own place. Trust me. He's that smart.
What if we just borrow the horse and bring it back? Do we have to buy the horse?
We're gonna own a zoo by the end of this fucking.
He goes, I won't get any better deal. He goes, you want to give me 40 gold pieces? The horse is yours.
Hold on.
I hand it to him.
Intervene.
I hand 40 gold
Pay the
pieces.
man.
Here you go.
It's your horse. Do what you will.
Kaywin, open that gate. I tell the stable keeper, open that gate. Kaywin, let the horsey know.
Horsey.
He's a free man.
His name is Diarrhea.
Yeah, all right, mate. You can come with us.
What? Is this a game?
Tell him no.
No. I don't really care, but no.
All right, so you open the gate.
Yeah.
All right.
He's free to go.
Pat his
Yeah.
little butt to get him
Chop.
out.
Yeah. You watch as the horse kind of first and just looking around like it trots up. As soon as it starts to like go through, it bolts through the gate, and like 5 feet outside the gate, it lets loose one last fucking mud pie.
It should be propelled.
And you watch,
like the ship
yeah,
pushes it
and you're
forward.
watching as it's just flying off through the city gates off into the wilderness.
What the fuck did you feed that thing that it shat so much? Jesus Christ.
Wait, we should be worried about Rocky then.
Listen to me. Rocky is smarter than the average elephant.
Okay.
Okay? He sounds like Ray Romano, for Christ's sake.
Oh my god.
Can't rain all the time.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I'm just gonna sit here, eat some hay, and relax. Just go do what you gotta do.
Ah, jeez. All
The
right.
lights are on. I'll be fine.
As
Can't rain all
you
the
watch
time.
it run off, the stable keeps like, "Aye, come on, you big, gigantic, fucking creature."
So wait, you just paid 40 gold pieces to let a horse out.
I will do anything for animals. I said that like that on purpose.
I know what I signed up for. So. It's her money, not mine.
Yeah, I have it.
So
Okay.
you guys hop off Rocky's back. Fatu, give me Give me a Constitution check real quick.
Did you realize you could have just saved 10 gold pieces, spent 10 gold pieces and just
30. 30.
saved,
They could have saved 30.
saved 30. Yes, I had spent and saved
23.
23. You as you kind of hop off, Rocky, you do so gingerly, but upon landing, you don't feel any pain in your abdomen, which is moderately surprising to you.
Stretch it out like this, and I go, babe. Feeling good again, dude.
Oh my god. Babe.
Babe. All right, so the shopkeeper looks at you. He's like, you can take them back between any time from now until about noon tomorrow. You come back and get them.
I paid you 40 gold piece. This elephant can stay here for a fucking week if I need him to.
He looks at you. He goes, "You paid 40 gold piece for that pile of shit horse." He goes, "I agreed to take your horse in for the day, free of charge."
We got 24 hours, babe. Let's go. And I stride past him.
Yeah.
So you head back. You guys are heading back up to where the rest of the party is, correct?
Yes.
All right, Nori, are you're swimming back to shore. Give me a survival give me a survival check to see if you can find your way back to where, the party currently is.
$12.
You roll like shit. So mid. All right.
Come on, DM. Work with it.
I'm trying to work with it. All right. So Fatu, Kaywin, and Afine, you guys roll back up to the rest of the party, still outside of this cafe. As you guys get there, you're explaining the whole situation with the horse shitting everywhere. And suddenly, a little bit off to the northeast of you guys, you kind of hear faint screams, and you see a couple people run out of this side street that heads down towards where you perceive to be the docks. And then it's like a block. It's like half a block up from where you guys, north of where you guys are standing. And then suddenly, a couple moments later, you watch as a seaweed-covered figure walks out of this side street, just looking very befuddled and, awkward.
Oh, hey guys. Flopping seaweed off me.
Okay. So as Nori pulled back, Chiron just looks at Kevonian and everybody. He's like, "All right, so where the fuck are we going?"
Oh, I am still with the group. I thought I left.
We got to get White Knight here a cloak so he can dumb down this goddamn shine.
So in Kevonian, that whole conversation with that dark elf woman, you didn't find anything out about, shops in the town, or you just found out directions to the one bar?
Well, I kind of figured it would be a one-stop shop for everybody.
It's a bar.
There's a bit more than just a bar there. Fucking
All
Tinzo
right.
knows what I'm talking about. Tinzo knows.
Yeah.
Right?
Chiron looks over at you, Tinzo. He goes, "You know what he's talking about."
I told him a long time ago to get rid of that shit, but take it out. Look at where we're at. We got to go find something so that he can cover himself. But yeah, let's go.
That stupid white fucking suit.
It's not stupid. It's brilliant, and it's gotten us out of many jams already.
Or brought us to much problems.
Has it though?
All right.
I don't know what you're talking about. I need to go buy something brown, and
All right. So as you guys are heading north towards the direction of the Skull and Bones, you're trotting up north. Kevonian, you suddenly notice a small group of women. They are running towards you while you're on your horse, and you're still in your white suit, and you're just.
they're running towards. Does it look like they're running at me? Like, let me word this right. Do I think they're running at me, or are they just running towards the group?
No, you're looking. Give me a quick perception check.
All right. Is it 7, right? Yes. Okay. 16.
All right, you as on a 16, as you see them, like at first you're thinking they're kind of approaching the group, and then as they're kind of running up, getting closer, you notice that they are looking directly at you.
Are they in armor, or are they wearing just like regular townfolk clothes?
Yeah, just clothing, dresses. They are also all wearing white.
Okay. Kevonian he looks worried at first, and then he starts to smile, and he goes, "Ha ha! Finally a fan club!" And he puts I stand up in the horse and put my arms to the side. I say, "Surround me, ladies!"
They run up to you. They're like, "You must be with our pastor, our chaplain."
Oh, you're religious?
Somewhat. We believe it more to be kind of a way of life, not your normal religion.
You celebrate?
Well, no. We enjoy life in all of its splendors.
I turn back to the group. I say, "I think I just became religious."
No. It's far too perilous.
They go. You must be with the pastor. Please come with us. He's about to give a sermon right over here.
I bet you're gay.
Just a little bit of peril.
Just a little bit of peril.
Just a little bit of peril.
There's only 76 of them.
You can beat them. There's only 150 of them.
Yeah, only 150 of them. I bet you're gay.
I am not. All right.
I come up towards Kevonian. I'm like, I pat him on the back, and then I tell the girls, yes, he will come with you. You guys have a good time. I'm heading off.
They're like, no, you should all come. It's a great experience.
Guys, we should all come.
No, I'm good. Miles, we ride.
No, fuck off.
And I ride off with my horse.
I don't have
any brown clothing.
Chiron, he's looking at the women because they're coming up to him too, and he's like, "Okay, I'll go with it."
I only seldom pray to Crom, but he never answers.
Oh my god.
And I follow Tinzo.
I don't have any time for weird sex cults. Fuck off.
Yes, you do.
Nori, what are you doing?
She's thinking about it, but then she'll go with Tinzo.
Again.
Boo. Chiron trots up.
As I ride off, I go, "Good luck, Kevonian."
Chiron, as he's trotting off, he goes, "Boo, all of you."
I say, "Chiron, I think we're about to have one hell of an adventure together, buddy."
He's like, "I hope. Yeah, this is nice." So you they're kind of steering you off to this large built, like it's very reminiscent of like a classical church, but there's no crosses or anything. It's a large church-like building. The rest of you, I take it, you're all just continuing north towards the directions Kevonian gave you to Skull and Bones. Somebody want to give me an investigation check real quick to see if they can remember. Actually, not investigation. Give me a wisdom check to see if you remembered exactly where Kavonian told you.
Was somewhere
God
up
bless
here.
you, Kev.
Hmm?
17.
I rolled a 19.
19? Okay.
I rolled a
Anybody
fif-
else give me a roll?
I rolled a 15.
Never mind, she rolled a 2.
I did. Well, 2 plus 1.
Yeah, she rolled a 3.
3, yeah.
So as you guys are kind of heading north, you kind of realize, like, wait, Kavonian's the one who had the directions, and you start trying to remember, like, you're piecing everything together. Inafine tries to go back immediately back to, like, where the stable was.
I just want to be with Rocky.
Yeah.
Hey, stop.
You have to grab my hand and like follow me.
Yes.
Fatu is just kind of like, Jesus, by the gods, this pregnancy brain's a real thing. Come on, this way. You're going the wrong way.
We're twins. Yeah.
So
Sure,
you
want
guys,
kids
you
on the
guys-
shut the hot.
Yeah.
You have
you guys start heading north. You're content. Like Fatu's like, he's like, I got this. So Fatu's following his gut instinct. Kavonian, you and let me load it up. Where is it? There it is.
that looks like a big cock.
It does look like a big cock.
It looks like a big fat cock.
It's a chode.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like a little one, a little fat one, like this top.
So you guys,
This is the phallic church. The church of the fallacy.
I'm gonna load you up. Is Chiron and Kavonian. I'm not gonna.
I just see dicks everywhere.
Hold on, let me.
We don't have enough dicks with a nose cone.
So you get you know, these women lead you guys into this building through this door here, and as you enter, the place is packed. You know what I mean? There's just all people of all, you know, of all kinds of, like I said, races, you know, ethnicities. Just the place is full. And at the head of the building, you've got there's a kind of short, rotund man in a white suit, very similar to yours, sitting up in front of a podium. He's sitting there, yeah, oh yeah. And but as you're looking, like, he's behind him is like this row of women, these, you know, beautiful young ladies who are dresses similar to the women that led you guys over here. Across the way here, you see, you know, you notice there's a bar, which stands out because that's not very church-like. Like you notice a full bar.
What?
So
Nice. I say out loud.
one of the women's like, oh, this is just like, I think they called it their theater. It's kind of like an opera house, something. It's not a real church. She goes, but they were very nice and let us. They're gonna let us do our sermon here for free. The owner just when we came to talk to him, he seemed just as excited as you two were.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was excited.
Yeah. She goes, so, but please. She looks at Kyra and she goes, you know, have a seat wherever you like. She goes, same for you. If you know, whenever you're ready, you can go talk to the pastor. Work out if you're, you know, if you're gonna work out your own sermon or what. If you just want to watch, you have a seat wherever you like. She goes, yeah.
My own sermon.
She goes, well, if you're with, she's like, well, if you're here to help the pastor, then why wouldn't you want to give your own sermon?
Of course is.
She goes, she looks at you, she goes, are you nervous?
That's what it is.
Oh, she goes, well, she goes, they are, the owner was also very, very happy to leave his bar over there open for anybody who felt they needed to enact their vices. So I'm certain that if you tell the barkeep over there that you were with the pastor, that he'll give you whatever you're looking for free. I'll see you up there. She gives you a little like rub on your shoulder. She goes, "Relax. It's all about how great life is." And she just trots off to the stage.
I walk over to Chiron and I go, Chiron, I normally love to go with the flow in these situations, but something has my hackles up.
He goes, "Are you feeling like this is a cult too?"
It's a little culty.
Very culty. It's weird.
It looks like an old jazz player.
He's like, I don't know if the sex is worth it.
Now let's not be hasty.
He goes, "You want to get something to drink?"
Let's go talk to the. Because you know what? He's not part of this cult, is what I'm seeing. So maybe we can get better info out of him.
Okay.
By the way, their dress ensemble is on point. It is amazing.
So, all right. So you guys approach the bar. As you approach the bar, there's a small dwarven man, kind of worn, very worn looking. He's like what do you have?
That looks like a ninja female.
That's not. I'm literally just loading up what. Actually, hold on. You know what? Fuck it. Boop. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. And boop. I'm literally human male. I'm just loading up whatever they give me. I haven't loaded up like the proper any specific kind of.
I think this map is only set up up in the rafters.
Just a theater of the imagination, bro. Okay. So you come up to the bar. The dwarven bartender, asks you what you're having. Chiron just asks for like a large beer, ale.
I'm in the mood for a smooth stout. And what is your policy on lotus weed?
Like he looks at you. He goes, my friend. The things I've been seeing here in the last hour or so. He goes, I don't think any god is gonna care about your lotus weed.
Very good. And I pull my barrel out of my bag of holding, and I just start rolling up one as I'm still talking to him.
The bartender's looking at you. He goes, Are you with this madhouse?
I don't know yet. I was actually hoping that you might have insight for me, because this seems a little too good to be true.
The bartender goes, I don't know. All I know is the deal they struck with the owner. He's getting some piece of the collection plates. I'm working on tips. He goes, that's all the info I was given.
You said you've seen things here.
Well, these women, they're very promiscuous. There's this guy on stage, is pastor, reverend, whatever he wants to be called. He doesn't really seem like a man of God. So I don't know how to feel.
Do they do any actual praying, or is this just a sex thing?
He goes, I couldn't tell you. They haven't started yet.
How long have they been?
So he's like, I don't. And you hear from your left, the other human at the bar. He just hear his voice. He's like, I saw these guys in Stonehelm. 6 months ago. He goes, I watched this reverend have sex with a horse.
Oh, it's that kind of cold.
He goes, that was on day 3.
Did the horse look like it liked it?
Oh, the horse loved it. He's like, can't say the same for the females and the male horse. As he says that, Chiron's like, what? And as you turn and look at this guy, he is like Chiron's probably about like he's like 6'5". I've literally made him like Bill. This guy towers over Bill. He's pushing probably 7 feet tall. Shoulders, Chiron could fit within him. As he stands up, and you notice he has extremely like pale white albino level skin, and there's no hair on his body anywhere you can see.
How much can I see?
You can see there's no hair on his knuckles. You can see there's not a piece of hair on his head.
But he's like clothed. He's not like a naked nudist cultist.
No. He's fully clothed. Give me a perception check.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Random roll.
Oh, perfect. Upon looking at him, you immediately sense that like what he's wearing is military garb of some sort. You can't, because you're not from here, you don't know which army or who he's with. You can tell that he does not immediately, he does not fit in here. He's not here for the same reasons you're here.
So
with the nat 20 perception, as you're looking at him, you realize that through like his jacket and his outfit, he is pure muscle. Like, this guy is a physical specimen.
before I say anything to him, can I do another either perception or investigation check? Based on what I see with him, I feel like he's not alone. And I want to look around, like,
go ahead,
or anything, see if there's anybody else like him.
Go ahead, man.
Which one?
Yeah, I would say it really doesn't matter, because if you're doing a perception check looking around, that works. If you're gonna try to investigate, like really focus, either way works. It depends on how you want to play it.
Well, they're both the same anyway, it seems, so we'll just go with perception. 23.
23. As you're looking around, you don't see, like, you look up into the rafters, you look at you're kind of, because, you take your stout and you turn around, you're kind of half talking to him and scoping the place out at the same time. You don't see, there's nobody here dressed like him, nobody even near it. Everybody else seems kind of very, it seems kind of like, people just there, trying to find some kind of love of life and find some kind of love from a god that they're being introduced to. There's nobody that resembles this guy in outfit, in size, in anything. He, as far as you're concerned, he is alone.
Okay, so I finish rolling my lotus weed, and I light it up, and I take a hit, and I go, oh. So, like myself and my fair-haired friend here, you seem a bit out of place. What brings you here, friend? And then I extend the smoke to him, like as a friendly gesture.
Yeah, he goes. Oh, thank you, but I don't partake. He goes, gotta stay on my, during the day. I gotta stay on point. He goes, me, what I'm here for,
Pass it to
He
Kyron.
he leans in close to you. He goes, he leans in. He's like, "Don't worry, I'm alone." Because like, kind of telling you that he saw you scanning the place, and he
Okay.
goes, "Me, I'm here for the chaos."
Mm. A fellow creature of chaos. Obviously, I'm fibbing because Kevonian is not chaotic, but I'm fibbing a bit just to get more information.
Nope.
So I'm a fellow agent of chaos. Well, from what I can tell of this group, things could get fairly chaotic fairly soon. What do you
He
know
goes,
of them?
of these he goes of this group. He goes, well, they're apparently here to preach about love and a God that cares about all people.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme to me.
Well, I want to see what exactly this fellow's trying to say first before he goes. Well, we'll see.
That we shall.
And he kind of just turns back to his drink. He goes, well, enjoy yourselves.
I lean back over to Chiron.
Chiron goes, that guy's fucking huge.
Yeah, that's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Yeah, I am. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, and that's saying a lot. That's
Yeah.
saying a lot for the two of us. Should we just go, or do you want to see what this guy is gonna do?
Chiron's like, this guy hasn't charged me for this beer, so. And as he's saying that, this pastor on stage starts into his spiel, and he's very foghorn leghorn southern.
Uncle baby Billy.
Nah, sir.
Baby Billy's Bible bunkers.
I don't make any money after I pay my scientists, my lab coats. Why do you do it, Uncle Baby Billy? 'Cause I'm selfless. That's why.
He starts going into his whole spiel, and he's like, I look out upon this room and see a bunch of people looking for love, looking for somebody to care for them. I said. He goes, I know the world can be a dark place. He goes, we're here to bring love. Our God wants nothing but to take care of the people of his world. Now I know times can be tough. You got war, you got famine, you got horrible things in the going on around you. He goes, but all that can change. You just gotta believe. You just gotta open your hearts. Take in the one true Lord, and look upon this world with happiness. And he turns. He goes, pass out the collection plates. Pass out. He goes, I'm not expecting anybody to give anything they can't, but if anything you can give, much appreciated, my people. He goes, he's like, ladies, please dance among the people. Show them how happy they can be.
It's a strip club.
And they start dancing. They're kind of coming up to lonely looking guys like, oh, dance with me. And he, with that, he goes into his real like churchy religious spiel, talking about God. Are you guys still standing at the bar, or have you guys sat down or moved?
Are there stools at the bar?
No, it's literally just to stand and like pick up drinks and go.
So far, I've stayed by the bar.
Okay. So Chiron standing there next to you guys, kind of have your back to the bartender, and you hear the bartender like, "Oh Lord, like this is disgusting. This is no real religion." But everybody's like, "Praise be!" All the people in the crowd are they're loving it. Whatever he's doing, he's persuading them. He's continuing. He's talking about heaven and their heaven, their hell, and the girl, one of the girls, the girl that was talking to you as you guys entered here, comes back up to you, Kevin. She's like, "Come on, dance with me."
I couldn't. I couldn't possibly.
And she looks at Chiron, and he's just like, She looks at the giant fella too, who's now on your right, and as just as soon as she looks at him, she immediately looks away, like scared, and she looks back at you. She's like, "You don't want to dance with me, silly?"
I swear, I'm not prepared. I didn't come prepared. I'm not prepared. And then I take my lute out and I just start strumming to whatever the music is that's playing. I'm assuming there's music playing.
Yeah, you notice that there's like a small like band on the stage kind of playing. So you're matching what they're playing.
I'm matching what they're playing, and I kind of like start dancing circles around her.
All right. So all right. Well, this is how I'm gonna kind of
think the scene in Titanic when they went down to the poor people tavern.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm gonna use this as a means of jumping time. So after about 30 minutes or so of this guy doing his spiel with the music and the dancing, you guys are all, you're still heading north through the city, following Fatu's direction to, getting back to this church side story. After about 30 minutes, you notice this fat pastor on stage. He's sweating. He waves off the band. They immediately stop playing. He goes, "Now, my people, my God, he wants you to be with us. He wants you to be happy. He wants everybody to find paradise." He goes, "But I can't do this alone." He goes, "I need people to come with me, to be part of this." And the large man to your right immediately just screams bullshit.
I just go out loud. I go, "Oh."
Yeah. And he's like, "I've had enough." He goes,
I go, "Buddy, it's about to get good."
"Fine people of Waterdeep." He goes, "I saw this man not 6 months ago having sex with a child."
Whoa.
The man on stage, he goes, "That is untrue." And he goes, that is blaspheming. That is a lie." He goes, "Why would you say such horrible things?" And the man to your right, he goes, "How?" He goes, "Who are you going to believe?"
Kavonian casts Zone of Truth. I go, I'm so invested in this right now. Zone of Truth.
What does that do?
You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range. Is he within 60 feet of me?
Who? The guy next to you or the guy on stage?
The guy on stage.
Let me look at the map real quick. I would say. Let me look. Yeah, I would say he's right at the cusp of 60 feet. Like he would just get the edge of it.
Okay, the spell lasts for 10 minutes. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, which basically, if it's in there, it's in there.
Yeah.
Make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius, and I will know whether each creature succeeds or fails. Infected creature is aware of the spell, so he knows the spell's on him. And he can be.
Does he know you cast it?
What's that?
Does he know that you cast it?
You know whether he blah 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 blah. On a failed save, a creature can't. Where the fuck was the part? An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions So yeah, I would assume he would know it was me that did it.
Okay. So he rolled a nat 1.
Oh, well, all right.
Well, ask him what everybody's thinking, buddy.
So immediately he looks at you, Kiboni. He goes, "Why? Yeah. Why?" He goes, "Why? Why are you doing this?" He goes, "Look." He's like, "You're dressed just like me."
Did you bang the kid or not?
He goes, He's like, "I've never seen that man before in my life." And then you ask the question. He goes, "Well," he goes, "She said she was of age. How am I supposed to know?"
Man.
Everybody in the crowd is immediately just like, "Kill him!" Remember, this is the dock workers and blue collared folk.
Yeah.
Get him! And all the other women who are, I'm like, "Oh my god, I didn't know that!" And they're in the zone of truth too. They're telling you can tell they're telling the truth. They had no idea.
Yeah, ladies, we'll keep you safe.
Yeah. So immediately people are throwing like it's getting violent in a hurry.
Mhm.
These people are like they're starting like a riot because they went from being happy and feeling like there was more to life to now you just told them their potential savior fucks kids. So they're pissed.
I say, we leave. We need to go.
Yeah. As you say that to Chiron, you notice a torch go flying towards the stage out of the crowd. Lit.
Hold on a second. Is there anything I can do? It's like I yell at Chiron. I say, Chiron, can you stop that torch?
With what?
Don't you have some kind of powers?
That's Tinzo, jackass. As you start panicking, the giant guy to your right, he walks by you, like walking towards an exit. Just like as he walks by, he's like, "Have a good day," and he just leaves. And you hear in your head, you're like, "Chaos." You're like, "What the fuck?" And he just leaves. He leaves this mess he created. And this place, that torch hits the stage and lights up, and the stage lights up.
Chiron, for another fire. We need to go.
Yeah. All right.
I want to follow that guy.
You want to follow that guy?
Yeah.
All right. There's probably there's a couple hundred people here. Everything's mixing up. Give me a straight perception check right now to see if you can tell which door he walked out of.
Fuck. 12.
12. You that's high enough to where you kind of see what you believe is, because he's so big. You see him walking out this one door on the east side of the building, kind of tucked back behind where the bar, like off to the side past the bar. But like I said, there's tons of people in your way. You start trying, you're fighting through all these people, the people from the city, all these poor girls who were brought into this con. And you hear the pastor on stage like, "God will smite all of thee." And like, "Oh God, no, please stop! It wasn't that." You hear violence behind you. So you're pushing through. You're pushing. After a longer time than it took the giant man to get to the door.
Can Chiron do the Fezzik thing?
Is he doing what?
Can Chiron do the Fezzik thing?
Anybody want a peanut? Chiron starts pushing. He's in front of you. He's pushing through. He's doing his best Fezzik. But once again, there's still a ton of people in there, so he's struggling. You get to the door. You open it up, You come outside, you're on a street, there's people, there's tons of people, there's smoke starting to billow out of windows. You're gonna need to roll fucking stupid high here. Give me one more investigation or perception check.
Bitches. Let's go. Damn it. 15.
No. So you immediately come out, you're looking, you don't even see this guy's form. You don't see anybody that fits his build. He's all but disappeared to you.
Chiron, you're taller. Can you see him?
No. Chiron's like, huh. He's tired from pushing through people and like running through a burning building. He's like, what? Who am I looking for?
Is it like stone ground or is it dirt?
The road is like dirt with both. It's like a parking lot at a baseball field, like
That's
a little league baseball field.
Probably gonna be a fuck ton of footprints out there.
Yes, yeah.
I go, damn. There was something about that guy. I don't think we're gonna see that's the last of him. Let's meet back up with the group, and let's not talk about this.
Chiron looks at you. He goes, "Fucking cults. Which way's north?"
I can't see through the smoke.
Hey, you. Some guy in the street like, what? Which way's north? He points.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. You guys just start tearing off back towards the group.
As we're walking, as we're going away, I ask, how many fucking places have we burned down?
Chiron's running. He goes, I think that's 3.
Technically, we burned this one down.
So you're playing catch up to the rest of the group. Now the rest of the group, you guys been 35, 45 minutes. You guys have made your way up north in the city. And hold on, let me load that map back up. So through walking, you are right, you are coming down this road here, coming up to like the side street that leads to the Skull and Bones. You notice there's some shops. You've passed some nice shops. It's a decent area for a lot of what you've passed and a lot of what you were expecting. Place called Skull and Bones. But everything seems moderately nice, which is kind of off-putting. But you guys, finally you come to the side street. You see this one kind of sign hanging up, and it's just a classic. It's not moving. It's just kind of drawn onto the side of a wall, and it's just a skull with the X, the cross X's behind it. It seems to be painted on the wall, very faded. Probably 5-7 houses down, buildings down on the street. So I would assume you guys would assume that is the Skull and Bones.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's anybody like an entrance, or if there's anybody like a goon guarding the door. I'm assuming there's like a
Bodyguards.
a way to get in. There's a bodyguard guarding the door.
Yeah, as you guys walk up, everybody's still on their horses.
We don't have horses, so we just walked.
Well, Nori, Tenzo, and Kaywin are still on their horses. Yeah. So as they, you guys are rolling up. Remember, you're in an alleyway now, like a back alley. So the horses don't have that much room. It's tighter in here. So as you guys are walking up, you kind of just hear this deep, like heavy voice, just like, "Huh, haven't heard horses in a minute." And as you come around and you see the entrance kind of tucked back behind this behind this building, you see sitting on a very large stool is just this gigantic orc.
Hello, friend.
Wow.
I assume that this is the Skull and Crossbones?
Skull and bones.
Skull and Bones?
I go, holy fuck, you're huge.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, that
He
was
goes-
a compliment.
And he's sitting there. He's like, He goes, yeah, I'm the tiny one in my family. He looks. He starts immediately. He's looking everybody over. He sees Enafine. He sees Fatu. He goes, huh, "Are you of age? I'm just kidding with you." He looks at Tinzo. He goes, "Oh, I don't know if I like that look you're giving me, friend. Is that just how you look at everybody?"
You remind me of a friend we used to have in our group.
Doubtful. He looks at Nori. He goes, "Oh, hello, little miss."
Yeah, she has been blushing the entire time.
Uh,
But,
uh.
but says nothing. But says nothing.
He literally just reaches across the door, grabs the handle from where he's sitting, and opens it up. He looks at Nori. He goes, "Well, why don't you have a good time? Maybe I'll see you later."
She's like tucking her hair behind her ear and just walks in.
Ah. He looks back at the rest of the group. He goes,
Y'all are doing some
I-
sort of role playing.
no. He goes, "I like exotic ladies. Have a good time."
I walk up to him and I look up and I say, "Prologue."
No idea what that is. But if you guys start any trouble, I will crush your skulls in my hands like grapes. Have a good night. He closes the door behind you. So you guys, you walk in, and it's different from a lot of other taverns you've been in. Like back here, like you've all come in here. Let me load up the party. No, that's the wrong fucking button. What the hold on. This is killing me right now. Boop. All right. He's not there. He's not there. So, all right, you guys walk in.
I still have the other map up.
Yeah, I still have the city map too, the Waterdeep.
The church.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's on me. I thought I loaded it up. All right, so human male. Gotta be on the bar. Because of what loading up multiple tokens does
Yeah, you can just
to
tell
roll
us.
20.
You can just tell.
Yeah. So you've got your this classic very Nathan Drake-ish looking guy standing behind bar. Looks like he might have been he's got an eye patch though. So you assume he was it's upon looking at him you're like, "Oh, that guy probably back in his day fucked." He was probably a pirate. There's people tucked in all these little nooks. All the different colored nooks here. There's people, at every table. You start to notice that a couple of the tables, it's all like this purple table over here on the right. Everybody there, like they're heavily cloaked, but they're elves. This green table over here, it's all dwarves. And there's a lot of people like there, but everybody's dressed similar at all these tables. Like it's kind of factiony, cliquey. All the other tables in the bar here, stools, everything. This place is packed. Off to the side of the bar, there's a piano and a fella sitting there playing some music. Big jug of like barrel for tips next to him. It's half full. Like this fella, this is everybody that's in here looks like they are fit in here. You guys, like, as you walk in, like, it's one of those like high school movie kind of moments. Like, you hear the record scratch, and you realize everybody's just kind of looking at you.
I say, did somebody fart?
Mhm.
You hear from the crowd, Kay, when you go, you just hear, "Who invited little Lord Fauntleroy?"
I laugh.
I laugh.
He looks at Kay when he's like, you just hear like, "Nice clothes, sweary." we got a lord over here. Everybody starts laughing.
Yes, you do.
I just walk over to the bar, order an ale. Would you like something? Perhaps a non-alcoholic mead.
Yes.
Yeah.
The bartender, he looks at you. He goes, "All right, that's one copper." He goes, "Non-alcoholic mead." He goes, "What are you, pregnant little lady?"
Wait. Oh, I changed my mind. I wanted alcohol.
You're not drinking that. Give her a non-alcoholic mead. Thank you. Yes,
It's
she
gonna be a
is.
water.
She's with twins.
No. Nor one in moderation is fine.
See?
One glass of red wine, please.
He goes, yeah, all right. He pulls out this bottle, very, very nice looking bottle of red wine. Like, he goes, he's like, I've got a 36 Merlot, if that piques your interest.
Does that fit the lady's taste?
Yes.
Pour her a glass.
All right.
One glass, though.
You watch. He's looking behind the bar. He goes, "Oh, hold on." Moves his eye patch, pulls the corkscrew out of his eye hole, pops it open, pours her a glass, pops the corkscrew. He goes. "I always forget I keep it there."
Very, very resourceful of you. Thanks for the drinks. And I toss him the copper or whatever.
Oh my god.
He's like, "Oh," he's like, "Thank you." He goes, "You are not my normal clientele. You guys stand out like sore thumbs." He leans in close. He goes, "The fuck you doing here?"
Goddamn, usually the bard asks the questions.
No.
We're interdimensional travelers sent here on a quest to save the multiverse.
Are you aware of multiversal travel?
I do know about multiverse theory.
Just hitting them with the full bore right away.
Ha! That's a nat 20. The bartender looks at you. He goes, multi-dimensional, multiversal travel. He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "In fact," he leans down. He pulls out a book. He goes, "I wrote the book."
What?
I turn around. I look at Kay when I go, "Bud, fuck the Archduke. This guy might be."
I just look.
Whoa,
I
hold
look
on,
back
hold
at
on.
them. Look at the bar. Look at him. Look back at them. Look back at him. Look back at them. Look over at the other elves.
First off, let me reiterate. It's all on theory. He goes, nobody's actually been able to multi-universal travel, multi-dimensional.
Yeah,
Ah!
Just quickly paint
What a
picture.
tit!
Just as he says that, we all just like stand in a
circle around him.
like a group photo type thing, so he can get a quick scan of all of us.
Can you force pose?
Toku Senkai. Toku Senkai.
He's rolling good. He's like, "You guys aren't fucking with me, are you?"
No, sir. A raven came to us in a dream, and now we find ourselves together on a quest.
Came to
Well,
me in a
that's
dream.
fucking
An
weird.
actual bird came to me.
Oh, yeah,
We
it's
even
weird.
turned a dragon into a turtle and put him inside a bag.
He goes, "Hold on." He reaches out, grabs you by the scruff of your shirt, pulls you in close. He goes, "So what they say is true. If you put one bag of holding,"
Going on?
he goes, "If you put one bag of holding in another, it opens a dimension. It opens a gateway to another dimension."
It sure does. It was beautiful.
he gets very awkwardly close into your ear. He goes, "Do you know what this means?"
Yeah, I'm kind of aware right now, bud.
He lets you go. He goes, "Hold on." He throws you back your copper. He goes, "You guys drink free." He walks over. He walks over to this table, table with the yellow light.
Can we
He
let
goes,
the board talk to the bartenders more often? It doesn't always have to be me.
yeah. He walks over to this table, and sitting at this table is just a group of really like neurotic looking halflings or gnomes. He goes, "You fuck off." But we come here every Wednesday. I don't give a shit. You can find another table or get the fuck out. He goes, "Do not make me call Oog in from the front door."
Nori's ears immediately perk up.
And they're like, "Gee, all right, it's not that serious. Oh, we'll move. They grab all their drinks and shit, and they move. He points over at you guys. He flat out techno Vikings you.
We grab our drinks and tell the group to follow us.
Can I get a bottle of whiskey?
Yeah. He goes, "Yeah, sure. Tabitha! Bring the whiskey." He pulls up a chair on the outside of the table. He goes, "All right." He's like, "Now tell me what you know. What have you seen?"
Well, we've seen quite a few things. We've seen dragons.
We've seen bears.
We've seen necro whatever, like zombies.
We've seen a troll turned into a giant troll, then melt in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say out loud, he's probably wanting to know about portals.
He points at you without looking at you. He goes, "That's more what I'm looking for, but that is insane."
Well, the portals just seem to open up. When we walk through them, we just wound up in different worlds. That's how I got this, and I show him the Sword of Krom.
And that's how I
Give it
got
to me.
this. I show them the scar on my neck.
That's how I got this. No.
And then
These tits.
and then I just say out loud, as you see, we've been pretty busy since the portals.
Hold on one second. Okay. So he looks at Fatu as you say, as you hold up the Sword of Krom. He goes, "You got that in another world."
Yes.
He goes, "And you guys have come through portals."
Yes.
6 of them.
Has anything ever like opened up in front of you and fallen out or come out? He goes, like people, objects, anything?
Yes.
Well, one time we had 2 other travelers, and 2 portals opened up behind them, and they were gobbled up. We haven't seen them since. Ironically, that's when we ran into Tinzo, who fell through a portal. And Chiron, who's
I
not
was
here.
on a mission. I was on a mission with my group.
He goes, "Mission with who's Chiron?"
Chiron's not here right now. He's with Kavonian, who joined a cult.
All right. He looks over. He goes, "I'm gonna come back to you in 1 second." He looks at Tinzo. He goes, "What were you doing?"
I was on a mission, and my group and I were pulled through. Each of us individually.
Was there anything to be you could identify as the catalyst that opened up that portal on your world?
I don't know. We were.
Any immense source of energy, any magic?
It was. Well, from what I remember on my planet, everything was glitching. It was. Nothing made sense. It was turning into different objects, different people, different things before I got pulled through.
Damn it. He goes, "I'm trying to he's like, I've been trying to find out what is needed to open a portal. What the catalyst is, what opens it." He goes, So you're saying, and he looks back at you, Fatu. He goes, so you're saying friends of yours got pulled through pulled through another portal on a completely different world than you guys started from.
Friends is a very
Yes.
liberal term.
He goes, no, nothing else. Like nothing's ever fallen out of the sky. In like no objects. I can see by the look that you're giving me that you think I'm crazy. He goes, 1 second. Tabitha! Bring me my sword!
We have been hearing weird voices in our heads and seeing odd alternate realities.
Oh yeah.
Oh, as you say alternate realities, he just kind of snaps back to you. He goes, like what?
I was being questioned about my family. I think, Kay, when you saw something.
Mate,
I know
someone's
Tim
trying to
knows.
destroy all of reality. Do you want to help us or do you want to
It's
fuck
not.
off?
It is one guy with what was his name?
Oh,
Shere Khan, Sal Khan name.
He holds up his finger. He goes, have you heard? He's like, Haster?
That's the one. Haster.
Mm-hmm.
Easter.
He goes, I have had nightmares with that name.
So
He goes,
she.
I have seen my past played out differently in my nightmares.
Yeah.
That's what we've seen.
Yep.
He goes, hold on. He goes, I want you to tell me if you know anything about this. And he's like, Tabitha, where the fuck is my sword? So you hear this woman in the back like I'm not bringing it out again. It's just bullshit.
It's no use to whoever walks in the door.
Yeah. Make way. No. Woman, bring me my sword. Fine. And this woman comes out with this gigantic sheath and wrapped sword. He lays it on the table in front of you, and he opens it. He's unraveling it, and he's like, "This thing, it fell out of the sky one day, years ago." He was, back when I had my own ship, and me and my men were out adventuring in the open waters. He goes, it fell in the water. I dove in after because, the shine just drew my attention. And he goes, and I haven't been able to, I haven't lost a battle since. And so he holds the sheath, and now your characters won't know this, but you guys will. As he unsheaths it, you notice it is the Sword of Omens.
I fucking knew. Somehow. It was either going to be He-Man or it was going to be Thundercats.
And you hear in the back of your head, you just hear, oh! And he's like, oh. And he puts it back in. He goes, but that's a past life. He goes, do you know anything, what this sword is or anything about it?
I know I want to pick it up and swing it.
So do I. We fight each other for a sword.
How about you not be the DM? Thanks.
What? I thought he asked us what we were gonna do. Oh my god!
It's the bartender's sword. You're gonna take it from him.
Yeah, I want to hold it.
He looks at you. He goes, little lady, you have no shot. You have any idea what this is?
My father.
That's a
told
sword.
My father told me stories about this.
What can I roll, Ken? Because apparently, since my group supposedly has histories and things like that, should I roll a history? Maybe I can perceive something from it.
If you want to give me a history check, unless part of your backstory was your group looking into alternate universes?
Yeah, but they it would be like my ancestors dabbled in it. I never went through it. I would hear stories, but I never,
you can roll a history check, but it's gonna be a fucking stupid high DC. If you want to give me a DC check, go ahead. Or if you want to give me a history check, sorry, go ahead.
My father told tales of swords, but I've never seen
Can
anything.
I give him a help action? Because I have a very high history.
Because I'm at 22.
At 22?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hold on. Nori, if you want to give him help, that can give you advantage.
One.
So if you want to roll again to try to get a higher score.
All right.
Hold on a second there, dude.
19 and 8. That's what is it?
27.
27.
You remember tales from your grandfather about seeing images of a place called Thundera. You know, populated with humanoid beings that looked like cats.
Homofilensis.
Yeah. And like he tells you about like him having a conversation with a man named Lionel, but you always just played it off. And you remember an emblem he used to draw that's very similar in your memory to the Thundercats logo, on the sword. So you're like, in your head, you're like, that's what puts it all together. You're like, you feel like that's where it's from.
Completely out of character. Just out of curiosity, asking for a friend. If someone was to activate the sword, Thundercats ho, would that make the whole team? Would that buff the whole team in battle?
Can it make us cats?
Okay. Would you stop? Okay, good. Just asking for a friend.
If somebody were to get possession of said sword, and then like figure out the sword, yes, that would in fact happen. It would. Let's just say that is a +3 sword that when and if the wielder is able to activate it, like become one with the sword and activate it, it would give everybody else a bonus +1 to attack rolls and attack damage.
So now
that's just me saying that for a friend.
Okay.
But is there a chance that maybe I kind of explained that, but I misinterpreted and I'm like, it's something along the lines of Thundercats, yay, Thundercats.
Also, out of character, asking for a friend. Is it like now? Just to paint the picture for the group right now, is the sword at its dagger form, or is it fully formed, full blade?
Full blade.
Just making sure. Okay.
It's fully erect.
It is fully erect. Chinzo, you can be sitting there like, what did he always say to me? Thundercats? Hey. Yeah, and the bartender's looking at you. He goes, "That's ridiculous."
I say, cat people. Fish people is one thing. Cat people is another.
Oh, cat people. Yes, go.
So,
it was something that my grandfather said.
So you're saying this weapon belongs to an ancient race of cat people?
Well, I mean, look. If you look at the middle of the blade, there's a cat logo. There's a cat on the crossguard.
It's not a cat.
In the jewel. Like it's got teeth and eyes. The only thing it's missing is its whiskers. Meow. Ain't that right, babe?
The bartender, he's holding the sword. He goes, "We're gonna get to the bottom of this." He's like, "Another round."
So you're saying the sword just fell out of the sky?
Fell, bright blue sky. Like I didn't see anything happen. All of a sudden, I watched this glimmering butte just fall out of nowhere. It hits the water as it's clear blue ocean. As it's dropping, the glimmer drew my eye. I dove off.
Now, you say you haven't lost a battle since using the sword. How many battles have you been in, and how exactly have you won?
He's sitting there. He goes, 465.
What was your record before that?
I think 200 before that. Oh, you mean my record or the record, the all-time record of sea battles?
What was your what?
Well, hold on. When wielding
three swords,
3 sea battles. I had won 3 sea battles and I had lost 2. I was on my 3rd ship.
And then since then, you've won 400 plus battles.
Yeah. He looks around. He goes, "I made quite the fortune for myself."
When wielding the sword, what exactly happens? Is it a rush of power, or how are you able to win so decisively so many times?
He's like, well, to be honest with you, he goes, I haven't been able to find. I was never able to find an armor that could hold up to it. He goes, and every time when I led my men, when we crossed over to the other ship, or whenever we'd get into a battle on dry land, it seemed like they were just extra motivated to fight for me. Like,
was there anything that you said? Did the blade call to you? Because I know when I wield the blade of Crom, I can hear the voice of Crom in the background.
Called to me? He goes, no, never. He goes, I've never called to me. He goes, it just, I don't know, maybe the image of it just motivated my men.
It's never given you sight beyond sight?
He looks at you, he goes, do you think that's why I'm having these dreams? Nightmares?
Out of character, what was the bartender's name? Did we ask?
No.
Friend, I just realized that we've been talking about your sword this whole time. What is your name?
Me? Oh. He goes, well, for the longest time I went by the Black Bart.
All right, we'll just call you Double B.
Well, no. He goes, no. That's what they would call me, to instill fear in the hearts of men and women in towns across ports. He goes, my friends call me Bartholomew.
Wonderful name.
Oh, I know name.
Okay, so this sword gives you power, motivates your crew.
Yep.
You found it, fell out of the sky into the water. Did anything else come with this blade, or was it just the blade?
Just the blade and no sheath. I had the sheath made myself. He goes, yeah. It was as if it came from, like, all my men believed it came from the heavens. He goes, and especially since I never lost a man. He's like,
sir, may I hold the blade?
No.
That was worth a try.
He's like, my wife's lucky I let her touch it.
Okay.
He leans in. He goes, I don't think she really likes me. I'm actually just really happy she hasn't killed me with it. Slaps you on the back.
I just have to ask Bartholomew. I know this is going to be a very stupid question, but just out of curiosity, you are from this world, right?
Yep, born and bred.
Okay. Have you met any other travelers like us at all, ever? In your part of your theory with all this?
He goes, after this fell through, he goes, some of my men were telling me that they saw an opening in the sky. And since then, I've heard, you hear stories, everybody laughs at, some kind of hole opening up in the sky and somebody coming through or somebody getting sucked up, and everybody just laughs. Big joke. It's all an old wives' tale, right, Tabitha? Fuck you. Okay. He's like, but he goes, you started hearing more things, and like, you know, you start reading. You know, I've read books down at Candlekeep. You know, I'm well traveled. I found out as much information I could, and I started piecing together that maybe this wasn't given to me by the gods, but maybe something happened and it's from another world.
I believe that.
You believe
You're-
that?
you're-
We know that. We literally know
But
that.
nobody's challenged you for the sword. Nobody's come after it.
Oh, here, 465 guys have come after it.
Oh, so basically those are the battles you've won. Everybody who's come after the sword.
He points, and on the lining the back wall, you just see like rows upon rows of ears and tongues. He goes, "I keep trophies."
When was the last time Haster talked to you?
Oh, what was that last nightmare? I'd probably say just a few nights ago. One or two nights ago. I had a nightmare.
Of what?
It was you telling me to give in, and then he was showing me numerous battles that I was in, but instead of how they went, it was me and my men being slaughtered.
That seems to be the familiar picture going around.
And now I'm curious because is maybe anyone with one of these artifacts or weapons, we're all linked?
Maybe. He goes, unlike you fellas, you group apparently. I've never left Faerun, so I don't have any real experience to say I'm similar to you guys. But
Sir, do you have anything holding you here? Would you like to join our group? I mean, you wield that sword, and apparently we don't have a chance of losing.
he goes, oh no. He goes, I have my wife and my beautiful children. He goes, I couldn't leave them. He goes, he kind of leans in and he goes, the price would be exorbitant. He goes, I don't think you have the money to pay me, but everybody's got a price. He leans back.
Yeah, how about how about your existence?
He looks at you. He goes, He goes, you've been a bit sassy the entire time you're here with your royal garb. He goes, what do you mean by that, friend?
Yeah, no. Look. We've been clearly sent on some sort of quest to save whatever multiverse there is. We need all the help we could get trying to figure that out, so we could all fuck off and go back home.
Okay.
Why don't you want to help us, or at least give us the bloody sword? We'll bring it back after we're done. We promise.
He looks at you. He goes, oh, you'll bring it back. He goes, oh, okay. He goes, how did you guys get here?
We fell through a giant hole in the sky.
How'd you open it?
No idea.
That's what we've been trying to figure out. Something about an Archduke. What was his name? Antoine?
Armand.
That's it, Armand.
He goes, he might have some information. He goes, but you want me to believe that I'm going to give you my pride and joy, and you, a group of people who don't know how they got here, who don't know how to leave, obviously, or else you would have, are going to just bring it back.
You have my word as an honor guard of the Dwarven Empire.
What he said.
Give me a persuasion or deception check, whatever you're trying to do.
I rolled a 14, but I get a -1, so 13.
He's like, listen. you seem honorable. You already got a pretty sweet sword. He goes, it's gonna take somebody prying this out of my cold dead hands.
I'll do it.
What if? Hold on. What if we trade swords as collateral, and I come back for my sword of Crom, and I promise you, I give you back this one.
Hold on a second. Out of character, Tony. What happens if we warp out before you're able to get your Crom sword back?
I have the sword of omens.
So you're just playing musical swords.
Yeah.
Why are you willing to trade that up?
It's been about, you guys have been sitting here talking to this guy for about 35 or so minutes. And as you pitch that, in walks Kavonian and, or I'm going to cut Kavonian, you and Chiron are approaching the front door. You see the giant ogre. He's sitting there and he looks at you. He goes, huh, who told you that was a good outfit?
I wasn't ready for that. Hold on.
Chiron's next to you. He just goes, ha.
Half the eastern seaboard, my friend. I need entry.
Nothing stopping you from entering. And just letting you know, people are you're gonna really pique the interest. This is gonna be good. He's like, look.
I say, any more interesting than that? And I point back at the tower of smoke from the burning church, or whatever that place was.
From where you guys are, you can't. Once again, back alley. He can't see shit. He goes, whoa, what are you pointing at?
Well, if we can't see it, then I wouldn't have done that then.
All right.
I thought there was a clear view. I just go. I walk by him and I walk inside.
Yeah, he opens the door. He's like, once again, if you start any trouble, he goes, I will kill you.
I'm sure you will. I walk in.
Yeah, so now you guys, as Fatu makes that offer, you, Kaywin, Tinzo, you're sitting facing the front door. You see Kavonian and Chiron walk in.
I do the Aragorn returning from Helm's Deep thing. Returning to Helm's Deep.
No, I don't pay attention. I just go right back, focusing on trying to convince this guy to give us the sword or come with us.
So he's sitting there. He's contemplating Fatu's offer. He's like, and as he's kind of swaying, he turns and he sees Kavonian. He goes, "Who the fuck dressed you?"
I said, ironically, himself.
What was the name of the town that I got that in? That was one of the first towns we came in this world, right?
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull it up.
It wasn't at Baldur's Gate, was it? No, it was
Where is it? Hold on. Yeah, it was Greenest.
What?
Greenest.
Oh, that was the name of the town?
Yes, sir.
As in the
A
most
fine tailor in Greenest.
The most green?
It's been my friend through many adventures, this ensemble.
And has nearly gotten us killed many times.
I don't remember that.
He started
I'll take
wearing
an L,
it 2
please.
weeks ago.
Black Bart looks at Tinzo. He goes, I believe that. He's like, kid, cover yourself.
Why?
He's looking at you. He goes, do whatever you want, man. Your life.
I just came from a crazy cult and burned down a church. I'm very not worried about my ensemble right now.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's what pulled him in, but by any chance, Bartholomew, would you happen to have any spare cloaks? I know.
I look over to Kavonian and I say, sex cult?
With children?
Yeah. He goes, oog! And the door opens and this giant the orc walks in. He's like, what's up, boss? You want to grab this guy one of the skins off the wall, and the orc just grabs this like bear skin off the wall. He just pulls it down. He throws it right at Cavonian. He goes, "That it?"
Does it
He's
still have
like,
the head on it?
"Is that what?"
Does it still have the head on it? As like a
Full
boat?
head with skull. So
Cavonian
you
is actually very happy with it. Oh my god, this is awesome. And I look back at the ogre. I go, "You remind me of an old friend of mine."
the orc.
Oog. And I call over to Oog and I'm like, here. I toss him a platinum.
Bam!
Thanks. He's like, that it, boss. He's like, you hungry? I could eat. All right, I'll get some food out to you. You sit down. You and Chiron have sat down. And everybody kind of catches you up to the conversation you're having. They give you Black Bart's book.
I tell the group, we burned down another building.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
As you look at the book, it's titled "Another Faerun?" ? A theory of multiversal travel and the potential for other worlds by Black Bartonson.
That's not a real name.
It is now.
Jesus Christ.
So, sir, listen. This is my most prized possession. It won me many battles already, and I'm sure will win me many more. So I do not want to lose this sword. But I would love to trade swords with you, even if it's for a simple 5 minutes, just to see how this blade feels. I must know as a warrior.
He goes. He's holding the Sword of Omens. He goes, 5 minutes.
Do you know of any other magical
Give me one
objects?
more persuasion check.
Me?
No, Fatu.
10 minus 1, 9.
He goes, as he's like kind of turning it, he goes, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. He looks at you, Kay, when he goes, this world is full of magical objects. He goes, that's why.
I mean, not of this world.
I mean,
I'll back up Kay on this. I say, we heard through other channels in different parts of the land that there be a connection.
your energy
Speaking of
really
connection,
shitty right now,
speaking of
Kevin.
connection,
Yeah, Kevin, you're lagging.
Yeah, you're lagging really hard.
Tip, tap, 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 tip, tap, tip, tap, tip.
Yeah.
Tap, 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 tip, tap, tip, tap, tap, tap. Kevin sounded like this.
I've been sucked into the computer.
I am Kevin, and this is my internet connection.
Am I?
I love this thing.
Nope, you're still glitchy as fuck, Kev.
Yeah, it's
All right.
And we lost him.
Oh no, we lost
I think his
Kevin.
computer just crashed because he is frozen. Look at him. Yep, there it is.
Let it go. Sorry, okay.
Better?
There you
Better.
go.
Fuck. Now I forgot what I was gonna do.
It's tie game in the football game, by the way, 2020.
Oh, so I say, I'm backing up Caitlin on this. I say, we've heard through other sources in other sections of this land that this establishment might be a exotic out of the.
Because you keep cutting and you're froze again. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
dude.
yeah, you're lagging. Type hard.
Yeah, really hard. I assume you're asking about like, you know, other like it being a tunnel for the black market and a shop in that
Yeah.
sense.
Yes.
He's like, he looks at he as soon as you're asking, he's like, he just kind of smacks you. He's like, keep your fucking mouth shut, man. Keep your voice down. He's like, what are you doing? He goes, he's like, you don't know who's in here. What are you doing? You trying to get me caught?
I don't know anything about you.
Exactly. Shut your fucking mouth. He's like, learn code words.
I mean, he's wearing a white suit. Do you think he knows anything about being discreet?
He's like, so you're looking for something off the menu? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, something exotic.
Looking for nose clamps.
Nose clam?
I'd like to go skiing.
Yeah. Oh, nose beers. Got it. So he goes, if you're looking, our inventory off that's not on the menu, he goes, that would be downstairs. He goes, I can have Tabitha bring you down and show you.
Why, yes.
We yell for her.
He goes, you don't yell for my wife. I do. Tabitha! What? Oh. I got some people here looking off menu. Oh. Well, send them back to the bar. He goes, who's looking for off menu? All right. Follow her.
Oh no, Nori's gonna stay up closer to the door.
The front door?
Yeah.
Why?
I look back at Nori and I look over. What was the guy's name?
Oog.
I look at Nori and I look at smile like dogfish.
Maybe we can find Kavoni in the black market some new internet.
Damn, it's so bad. What the fuck?
Oh, hold on. I'll give it a second for him to come in.
Oh, it hit the ground.
Kaywin, Kavonian, Tenzo. Wait, who else? Real quick, who else was looking off? Fatu, you and Enafine looking off menu, and Kavonian was Kaywin. So it's all right. Fatu and Enafine. Jesus, everybody's looking off menu except for Chiron, and Nori's up by the front door. All right. Give him a second to get back to.
Back to life. Back to reality.
He's restarting his computer. He just messaged the group.
When he start his computer, just unplug his modem and router.
Back to life.
It's a catchy song, isn't
Back to reality. All right.
Bleep bloop.
You there, Kevin?
I think.
Yay!
All right. So he tells you to follow Tabitha. She leads you back behind the bar. Come across door. Back in the back of the kitchen. Leads you down to the basement, and it opens up into this large, what looks like kind of like its own kind of general, like a store. Chiron's just chilling out up, in the booth with Black Bart. He goes, "So why do they call you Black Bart? You're obviously white." Back to the basement. Nori's up, hanging out by the front door, just trying to peek out at the giant orc. Apparently. So you guys are in the basement, and Tabitha looks at you.
By the way, before I was just trying to like tell Nori good luck.
Oh.
That's all I was trying to do before.
So you guys are in the basement, and Tabitha, she's like, "So what are you looking for?"
Why couldn't she just say
Were there any other weapons that fell through, or was it just the sword?
That's what I literally wanted to ask.
From what my husband tells me, that's the only thing he's ever seen fall out of the sky.
So what do you have? What are your best sellers here?
What about potions?
Potions. She goes, I have some potions. She goes, we don't really do that much in the potion business right now. It's kind of a down season for that. She goes, weapons and armor though, you name it, we've probably got it.
What do you have for wizards?
She looks at you. She goes, well, what are you looking for? Staff, wand, tomes? You tell me what you're looking for, fella.
All of the above.
Uh-huh. She's looking at you. She goes, I take it you're looking for something super, like, useful, right? Like, really, like, she's like, how do I say this?
In the form of a question.
She goes, are you looking for, like, better armor?
I could definitely go for some.
She goes, all right, well, the best I've got. And she's like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And she finds this beautiful, it's ebony case. And she opens it up and she pulls out this long hooded robe. She goes, this is a robe of the Archmagi. She's like, you're looking at it, and it's mostly black. It's got some gray lining and some white lining, and it's got silverish runes on it. And as you're looking at it, you're like, you feel like you should understand, like, what the colors signify, but you're not getting it quite. And she's telling you, she's explaining to you that, like, she goes, this was apparently pulled off the body of a very powerful wizard. It's like this thing. She's like, this ebony case is the only thing that kind of keeps the aura it emanates from from permeating through the building. And you can sense this, like, power emanating from it.
Okay.
She goes, that's the best piece of armor I've got. She goes, that is gonna be about what was Bart ask? What did he say that was worth? 10,000 gold. She goes, I've also got a staff. He said, she's like, it was called the Staff of the Magi. And then she goes, this thing is, it does, this is apparently some amazing. She goes, I don't really understand how the magic works. She goes, I'm not attuned to the world of magic, so I can't explain it perfectly to you. She goes, but he's afraid of the wrong person getting a hold of this. He's selling it for 5,000 gold piece. She goes, we have other stuff that can be attributed. She goes, I have iron stones. I have, this. She's like, hold on. She pulls out this small box for jewelry, and she goes, I've got this. I believe he said this was a ring of spell storing. Apparently, it can hold certain spells. I don't know what's on it. I've never, like I said, I'm not attuned to magic, so I'm afraid to use it. That I think he said he wanted 2,000 gold for. Others, other. She goes, where are those bracers? She goes, oh, I got these bracers. He goes, he said they're called bracers of defense. They're really amazing. They're very light. She goes, but apparently they're like impenetrable. So like they're very good for protecting your arms and such when you're trying to cast spells, when you're in the thick of it. Of course, I got a cloak of protection, and a ring. Apparently these are, it makes it harder for people to hurt you when you're fighting. I have bags of holding. She's looking at you, she goes, but apparently you already have one, so...
No, I don't.
Oh, that's right, she goes, well, I have a bag of holding. She goes, that's off the top of my head the best things I've got for somebody, for people of the wizarding persuasion.
Now, you said it was a cloak of protection?
Yes, and a ring. I also have a ring.
All right. Would you mind if maybe I go talk to Bartholomew and see if we can strike some sort of deal? I wouldn't mind kind of heading out of here with all of it.
With all of it? She goes, oh, Mr. Moneybags. She goes, yeah, by all means, if you want to talk to...
What do you got in the way of a dwarf?
She goes, way of a dwarf? And she goes, well, what are you looking for, fella?
Well, you don't upgrade weapons, right? I have to go to blacksmith for that.
Yes, we happen to have a large assortment of items that Bart and his men have accumulated over the years, or and things that people have traded, and things that move through here quite regularly.
What do you have in the way of armor?
For you? Her eyes get real bright. She goes, I got some. She's looking at you. She goes, you're not much for like, sneaking around in the shadows, are you? You're like the roguish type, I take it?
No. Just point and smash.
She goes, I've got some dwarven plate with your name written all over it.
Literally.
You have my attention.
Now, I can either explain it to you, or hold on, or you can look it up. Yeah. She explains like the dwarven plate. She's like, she goes, hold on, where's that mannequin? And she walks behind, like around a corner. She comes back, kind of dragging out this mannequin, this short dwarven built mannequin, and it's wearing this black armor with these dwarven like runes and like chiseled into it. And she goes, I can't tell you what kind of metal this is. I'm not a dwarf. She goes, I didn't make it. She goes, I know that this is one of the only pieces that Bart has swung that sword of his at that it didn't go through.
What I know, being that I have blacksmithing abilities and stuff.
I mean, you can look at it and you can tell it's, you know what I mean? It's like the hardest. It's a well-made dwarven a piece of armor.
That's a fine-looking piece.
Let me see. Oh yeah. Okay. You would know, like, as a dwarf, you're looking at this and you're kind of just, you start salivating because you're like, and you lean into Enify and you go, holy shit, babe, that's adamantine.
Babe, I need to have that, and I'm going to.
Ew.
I'm trying to make my claws.
She goes, this shit weighs a ton. She goes, but she goes, that's, you know, it's solid metal. It's not very discreet. She goes, but it's probably the toughest.
Woman,
How much?
get to the price.
3,500 gold.
Done.
Do you have that?
I have to give you a platinum. Platinum is equal to what?
10 gold.
Yeah.
All right.
One piece is 10 gold piece.
All right, let me look to see. Let me just look to see my finances. Babe, let's look in the bag.
While he's checking his bags, do you happen to have anything of the musical persuasion that can use the power of song to destroy my enemies?
She looks at you. She goes,
Not
"You're looking."
flute.
She goes, "You're looking for, like, instruments, magical instruments." Yeah, hold on.
Well, means finish your transaction first. Just want it in your head, because bards are important too. We're not at all egotistical.
So she's sitting there. You see she's thinking really hard. She's like, what is that?
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Go chicken go.
No, Jesus Christ.
Go chicken go.
No.
Go to fly
I will mute you.
into the sky.
No. It's bad, Kevin.
Oh. Is it because it's annoying or catchy?
It's both. It's mostly more so annoying.
It's a great song.
Oh, I
That
have
man is a talent.
I have it ready to go.
He's a jewel of Japan.
I have it ready to go.
She goes, hold on. She goes, I know we had a drum. Hold on, let me get our musician. And she runs back upstairs and she comes down with this with ironically this slender elven man, the man that was playing the piano. And she's like, where's that drum Bart was talking about? He goes, oh, the rhythm maker's drum? She goes, yeah. He goes, hold on. And he goes and he's digging through and he pulls out this set of drums with a strap to play. And he's like, this is some serious shit. He's like, this allows you to, you know how you tend to, he's like, I take it, he's looking at you, he's like, you're able to inspire those around you
every day of my life.
He goes, it allows you to it do it more. Like, you're more inspiring. You're more it allows you to be more of yourself. Out of character, what it does is You get a +3 bonus to spell attack rolls and to saving throw DCs of your bard spells. And as an action, you can play the drum to regain 1 use of your bardic inspiration, and then you can only do that once a day.
Anything else?
She goes, anything else? What else do we have? What else would I think. I mean, she goes, do you cast magic? That's the only instrument I have that I know of right now. She goes, if you cast magic, then I'd say maybe this ring of spell storing. That would probably do. Like, I don't know what's on it. From what Bard always told me, that once the spells were used, they could be replaced with new ones. But it's on. That's
how much for the drum? How much for the drum?
I believe she looks back at the elf. She goes, "What was the asking price that you said that they were asking for before you killed everybody?" 2,500 gold.
How many people died for this drum?
What was it? How many people were in that band? 15? Well, to be fair, they were kind of working for this pirating group in this town, and they started the fight, and the band just didn't leave. So,
Kenny, what's the drum called, just so I can look it up?
Rhythm Maker's Drum +3.
Rhythm Maker's Drum. Give me a moment to think about this, please. Go back to my dwarven friend.
Is there any negotiating with your husband for the price?
She's sitting there. She goes, "Well, I mean, this plate's been down here for a while. You might be able to haggle him, but I don't see him." She goes, She goes, he really enjoys his money. He's got a ton of it, and he knows when he's getting swindled. Like, so you can talk to him. He might be willing to work with you, but how short are you? She asks.
Short enough to have to negotiate.
Same there.
She goes, well, like I said, you're always more than welcome to go talk to him. She goes, I can't, but I'm not going to promise anything great, because
I'll go talk to him. Thanks. I think I've made a
all right. How much do you? Let me see. How much do you have? Yeah, you're way short. Actually, hold on. You're not way short, but you are short.
Yeah, I don't want to spend all my money, so I'm gonna try to talk.
I was gonna help you.
Don't have to. Hold on.
Why?
If she doesn't help you, she's gonna spend all of her platinum on another fucking elephant. Just let her help you.
And she.
So I guess are each of us going up to him and kind of pitching,
I think we should all go to him together and just pitch the idea of this whole portal thing and get a group discount.
Yeah.
Because I might have something that he might be interested in.
Do you have any Groupons?
Or he could just help us because the literal fate of the universe depends on it.
What he said.
She, as she's, she kind of talked after she talked to Fatu and Tenzo, and she looks over at UK when she goes, well, what are you looking for, my lord?
Don't call him my lord, please.
I need something more durable, but yes, also to maintain the flexibility. I do a lot of movements. Also, preferably something that could protect my neck.
Protect your neck. Huh, let me see. Let me see what I got. Hmm. She's looking. She's looking. She comes out with some gleaming armor. It's like chainmail, chain shirts. She goes, I don't know if this is what you're looking for. She's like, are you looking for magical armor or what?
Looking for better armor than I'm currently wearing. This is very basic. While it has a lot of sentimental value, yes, it doesn't offer a lot in the way of protection.
She looks at you. She goes, are you is there a color scheme you're trying to stick with?
No.
She goes, give me 1 second. So she walks back. She comes after a couple minutes. She comes back out with another mannequin. She drags it out, built about the same height as you, and on it is a dark bronze set of armor. That while you're staring at it, you're like, oh, it's beauty. You notice the beauty in it, and then you immediately realize it's made of dragon scale, like dragon hide.
Intriguing. Can I flick it to see if it's pliable? Like I still be able to have range of motion. It's not going to it's not going to over encumber me.
Nope, go ahead.
Give it a little flick. My armor flick. You gotta flick your armor. Scout it up and down. Okay. We'll put that in the maybe column. Do you have anything swordy?
Swordy? Swordy. What do we got? She goes, well, yeah, actually, hold on. She goes,
it's not my primary weapon, but I do like to have it in case of a backup emergency.
Oh, we lost Laura.
She's down for the count.
It's about that time of the night anyway.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna be.
It was a shopping episode.
Yeah, but you're getting places.
We had adventures.
She goes, well, how good of a sword are you looking for?
Offhand, not a primary.
Oh, not a primary. She goes, oh my.
I need something I could keep on me and dispatch quickly in case of a close combat situation.
She goes, huh? Give me 1 second. She goes, I think I got that's the perfect thing.
She says she has the perfect thing.
Where is it? Hold on.
Take your time.
Because I'm trying to look for it on the actual the inventory list, so you can look it up. She comes back. She goes, all right, well, I don't have any really great swords for. She goes, for your kind, like for what you're like offhand kind of stuff. She goes, I have this though. She goes, it's Bart called it a moon sickle.
Ooh, I like the name of it. Hang on. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Moon. Is it a +1, 2, or 3?
3.
Oh. Silver bladed gloves. 3 attack bonus, 3 attack bonus, druid and ranger spells. Oh, when you cast a spell, I'll take it. How much?
She goes, "You haven't." She's like, "You haven't even heard the price." She
Okay.
goes, "I believe he was asking 3,000 for that."
How about 1,800?
How about go talk to Bart?
I told you, Groupon, man. Groupon.
Yeah, she goes, it's 3,000 for the sickle. She goes, it was, how much did he want for that armor? I think he said 2,500 for the armor.
How about 18 for both?
Once again, go talk to Bart.
Fate of the universe.
She goes, all we care about is our bottom line and the fate of our family. Go talk to Bart.
You already have all the money.
She's looking at you. She goes, fella, I don't give a shit. Go talk to Bart. So I take it all of you are going to go back upstairs and try to haggle with Bart?
Because it's a very nice weapon, but I don't want to spend all of my money on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go haggle with Bart then.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, why is Inafine gigantic?
That's what she said.
So, all right. Oh, why is Chiron? What the fuck is
Everybody's
going on here?
gigantic.
We're huge and upside down.
Yeah.
Or normal.
What? Yeah, what the fuck?
We're all giants. Oh.
Sorry, you all come back upstairs. You all come back to the table. Chiron and Bart seem to be having a good time, and Nori's still. You notice the front door's open, and she's just sitting on a stool outside talking to the giant orc. So you come in. You were down in the basement for a while. Like you were scanning everything out. You were window shopping, doing the whole spiel, trying to whittle. You're talking to Tabitha. You're trying to get the prices and everything. And you were down there for a bit. Between all the time you spent talking to him and everything, you've been there for a couple hours now, I'd say. All the drinking, all the talking, all the bullshit. So you come back up and you see him sitting there having laughing, talking to Chiron. As you walk up to the table, you hear Chiron, and he's like, "Correct him, damn near killed him." Hey, how'd it go? You're still in your same shitty white outfit.
You're muted.
You're muted, bud.
Actually, I still got the bear cloak on.
Yeah, obviously, under the bear.
It looks great this way.
Bartholomew, my friend. Whilst I understand that you don't want to give up the sword because it's one of many battles, many treasures, there are a few treasures downstairs that we're all interested in. Only problem is we don't have the amount of coin that you're asking for.
Some of us don't.
So now that you know the situation we're in and you understand where we're coming from and where we're possibly going, we were all hoping, nay, we were all praying that you would at least help us out and maybe negotiate some of your prices.
We're
Fate
about to spend a lot of gold.
of the universe.
He looks at you. He's like, fella. He goes, I am too old to give a shit about the universe.
So
He's
you're
like-
going to die anyway.
He's like, I'm just trying to leave a nice nest egg for my kids.
Well, if you don't help us, we can't stop this great evil, and there won't be a future for your kid. So you want to build this fortune?
Give
Think of it
me
like this.
give
Think
me
of
a
it like-
persuasion check.
Somebody's got to have better persuasion than I do. I have a negative one, guys.
I do. I'll do it.
Well, hold on. No, but Fatu is the one that's been talking to him.
I'll just do
Come
it
on,
again.
you help reason with me.
Fate
Help with
of the universe.
Listen, sir. Whether you give us, all of us are buying. All of us have quite a bit of gold. Even if you give us a discount, you're going to have quite the nest egg that we leave you here with today.
We also promise you this. If by some chance we do survive this, we will make sure you are remembered for supplying us with the equipment and weaponry needed for this great quest.
No, he doesn't. He
We
doesn't
will
want
send anyone we meet back to your humble establishment.
Your name will be sung.
We will be walking billboards for
Your child will hear songs of your great generosity.
Huh. He looks at you, he goes, he's like, fella, I've already got dozens of songs written after my deeds. He's like, I'm not worried about that. He goes, listen,
we will advertise your tavern everywhere we go and bring you business.
and he looks at you, Kevon, and he goes, you don't even know how to get anywhere else. He goes, so as of right now, you want me to give you a great deal on my best stuff in hopes that you might be able to figure out how to get out of here and save the universe and then find a way to get back here to, and what? After telling everybody on other worlds about me, open up portals for them to come shop here?
Yeah, listen,
Literally
we just told you that portals and multiversal travel is real. So who's to say that we can't figure it out and perfect it? And once you know the knowledge that you need to know, because you already know so much, who's to say that you can't create ways to get where you need to go?
You could literally open your business to millions of potential customers.
Skull and Bones on every single planet, on every single multiverse?
Incorporated.
Sounds like an empire to me, sir.
He holds his hand up to you, Fatu. He's just shaking his head. He's like, stop. Kivonian, give me a persuasion check if you're going to be doing it.
I'm doing it. I have plus 13.
That one. What'd you roll? You rolled a net one. He's like Skull and Bones on every. He's like, stop. He's like, listen, I want to help you out. He goes, but as of right now, there's nothing that's going to prove that you guys can even get the fuck out of here. He's like, so what do I get out of giving you a great price? He's like, if you can give me one good excuse, one good reason right now. He goes, I'm in a generous mood. You guys, he's like, I didn't sell shit with this book because everybody thought I was insane. He goes, you proved me.
Let me ask you this question. You said you wanted to leave a great future behind for your kids. Was that what you said?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to do the same right now.
And then I follow that up with, and I'm still trying to get back to my family, my wife and 2 kids that I lost.
I want to go home. You could keep it. You could keep it after that.
All right, Fatu. You're gonna get a persuasion check here. It's a high DC. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. If anybody wants to help him, to give him advantage.
I mean, I have.
Hold on. Anybody that's been trying right here. So Tinzo or anybody? No.
Can you give me bardic inspiration?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make sure I can use it for this. 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to give you a thing of bardic inspiration. So you're going to get 1 extra D8 dice for any ability check, a saving roll, or attack roll or anything. So you get 1 D8 extra to roll.
Give me real quick. Oh, hold on. Kevonian, give me a stealth check on that real quick. You're talking to you're trying to swerve a level 20 adventurer here.
So plus 8. Oh, much better. 21.
All right. You just passed, like, so he just doesn't see you giving the inspiration to Fatu.
So now I just roll the 20 and the D8.
Yep.
It was 18 plus 5.
Wow.
Did you add the 1d8?
That's with 1d8, yeah. 'Cause I rolled a 19, -1, 18, then plus 5 with a d8.
23. Okay. So he looks at you. He looks at Inafine. He looks over at Tinzo. He looks at Kaywin. He goes, I don't give a fuck about your home. He looks at you. He goes, fuck. He's like, the wife's going to kill me. I love it. I love it. He goes, all right, how about this? Give me a list of what you're trying to get. Give me a list and give me the prices that the wife told you.
All right, so I guess we compile everything we wanted.
Yes.
All right. So mine was 3,500. It was the dwarven armor.
Well,
Brandon.
I'll start writing it down too.
Brandon,
Dwarven-
you want to write this down, please?
I was gonna say I'll take the sword. I want everything as much as I could get. I don't want to pay full price for it.
I got the Rhythm Maker's drum plus 3, and I think she said 25.
I think, yeah, 2,500.
I think I was only told one price because then she was just telling me every other item and I didn't ask for prices. So it was like, I'm
Well,
probably the most expensive one though.
Yeah, the one with like 10,000.
so yours was the robe, the staff. She told you about the ring of protection and the cloak of protection. The
And
ring
the
of
bracers and one bag of holding.
okay, bag of holding. That's like 250 gold.
And then like, oh, you said there was a cloak and a ring?
Yeah, the cloak of protection and the ring of protection. I
Yeah.
think the price of those is like 500 gold apiece.
Okay. Yeah, so pretty much what she was telling me. I was trying to do all that.
And Brandon's, whatever Brandon wanted that moon sickle.
The moonsicle and the bronze armor, or whatever it was. The dragon armor, yeah.
Bronze dragon armor. That was 2,500. The moonsicle was what, 3,500 or 3,000? 3,000.
It was 3,000.
So hold on. Rhythm Maker's drum. The cloak and the ring. The bag of holding. Did you want the staff or the robe of the Magi?
Both. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm probably the most expensive one. Trying to be a more effective wizard.
Magi. 1 second. Cloak of Pro. 500. Ring of Pro. 500. You wanted all right, so the moonsicle. That's it. Let me do the math. 6. So he's sitting there, he's putting together, he's doing his math. He goes, so as far as I can tell, you're trying to buy 19,000 gold pieces worth of my product.
Yeah. So either you show me out.
He goes, well, I can give you the lot. 13,000.
That's 2,600 apiece. That's more than.
How about you come down to 10?
10,000?
He goes, hey, come here. He goes, I will cut those kids out of her over gold. He goes,
No.
I'm giving you a great deal.
Mate, that's not the deterrent you think it is.
Then I whispered to Bartholomew, don't tempt her on that.
Okay.
Would the price be lower if we allowed you to do that?
What was that?
Would the price be lower if we allowed you to do that?
He goes, what is wrong with you people?
It's a long story. 13,000. I'm good with that. You guys good with that?
Between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. 4 people. 5 people, so 13,000 divided by 5, 0, 2. It's 2,600 gold piece a pop. If you're all going to pull together.
What if I'm like, I could pay my 26? Maybe even then some.
So if all 5 of you are chipping in on this together, it would cost 2,600 gold piece a person.
Yeah.
Kevin.
I have 1,800 gold and 200 platinum.
So you've got 3,800 gold.
1 platinum is 10 gold.
What if, because you know we're going to wind up stealing from somebody again. Let's just take the hit, get all the cool stuff, and in the next world, we'll get what we need.
What if? Okay.
We are probably going to be staying at the castle.
Most money in this town that doesn't. Who has the most money in this city that has the least security?
He goes, most money with the least. He goes, probably one of the shipyard owners. He goes, oh, that's not true. They got tons of security. He goes, off the top of my head, it'd probably be somebody who owns just a shop in town. He goes, most money is probably me. He goes, but
local businesses.
Yeah. How
You know
about
what?
take it on the chin?
Find stuff.
Yeah, let's just get the shit.
We'll find things. We'll find things. Yes.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Bartholomew.
Yeah.
As you go to shake his hand, Fatu, he goes, there is one stipulation.
Son of a bitch.
It's never just easy.
He's like, he goes, you and your friends here seem to be you seem to, you've seen violence, I take it.
Yeah.
I just burned down a building.
I once shot a goblin in a bar because he looked at us funny.
He looks over at he goes, you burned down. Oh, okay, hold on. I'll come back to
I
that.
also killed some children.
He did.
Goblin children. And actual human. Well, no, not human children.
He's like, well, I don't condone killing children. He goes, so stop.
That's to demonstrate that I am comfortable with violence.
He's looking at you. He goes, I'm actually looking to get a person handled, if you understand what I'm saying. It's a man known well around these parts of the Sword Coast he's involved in the war right now. He's trying to get legislature passed with the king to really come after the black market.
So you want us to kill
if
the
that-
king?
No, not the king. You have no shot at killing the king. He's like-
Challenge accepted.
he goes, it's a lord
Lord Braun.
down. How'd you know?
Who? What?
Is his kid included in the package? I don't have a problem killing that kid.
Stop with the kid killing. I just need Braun taken care of.
10,000. 10,000 gold. Bring it down to 10,000.
Bring down the price to 10,000 gold and it's done.
I don't know. You give it all for free and we'll do it.
Or that.
What's more important to you? Getting 13,000 gold from a group of people or having your black market continue unfettered?
Once again, he slaps you.
I love that word.
He's like,
unfettered.
keep your fucking voice down, fella.
I just look at him and I say, 10,000, it'll be done.
All right, who wants to give me a persuasion check?
You know, I think we all can try it, but I'll try.
Fuck.
Hopefully I don't get another fucking one again. Persuasion.
Can
I got a 2.
can
but
we?
plus, I got 13.
Oh.
Does anybody want to give Kivonian help?
Can we JFK Lord Braun?
I just rolled a 17.
Does anybody want to give Kivonian help so he gets advantage on his roll?
I mean, I wish I could just do it
can.
because I have a +5 persuasion.
I can give him help.
I have a
Kevin,
plus-
roll again, because your +13 to persuasion apparently isn't kicking into people's minds.
How does one give him help?
Yes.
How do it? I mean, do you just want them to do something that makes sense, or do they need to have an ability?
No, anybody can give somebody help on a check. It just gives you advantage.
I choose to give Kevin
I didn't
Kevoni
even know we could do that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll again.
I'm sorry, I
better.
didn't know we could do that.
21. No, 22.
22. He goes, well, 3,000 gold. I'd probably have to pay a mercenary group that at least that much to get close to Braun.
Can we JFK Braun?
From the
You
grassy
see-
knoll.
His
Do you
hand
have-
comes up
do you have any
towards
book
you fat dude.
depositories?
Mega Powers. Yeah. He shakes your hand. Deal.
I want to shake your
I
hand.
want to shake
All
his
right.
hand.
Everybody, all 5 of you take 2,000 worth of gold between your platinum and your gold out
I can
of your
So I can just hand over all my platinum.
yeah,
Okay.
out of your inventory. Now, actually, hold on. I will do this real quick. Actually, hold on. I'll do it when we're done. So, because I've got everything written down, I'll just add everything when we're done here. Kivonian, as you see Fatu and Black Bart shaking hands, you hear in the back of your mind, you just hear chaos.
Ugh.
Which you're suddenly you start looking around the bar and you see a familiar figure standing up at the bar, like kind of hidden, off with, there's because the place is packed, so you see this gigantic man, the outline of him from behind, and you see all these other people around, but you make out that fella immediately.
I go, Hiram, do you see him?
Chiron's sitting there drinking. He goes, "What the fuck did you guys just buy? Oh, wait, what?
Look over there.
That guy is fucking huge."
Yes.
He goes, "You think it's the same guy from the orgy?"
Yeah, yeah, from the cult burn down of the building thing. I turned to the bartender. I was like, "Is that the only entrance to the bar?" And I point to the front door.
He he goes, well, I mean, we have a back door, but that's what everybody uses. The front door, yeah.
I'm not going to start anything. I promise. And I just get up. I say, Chiron, just make sure he doesn't go out the front door. And I make my way over to the guy.
Okay.
I asked Chiron what the hell's going on.
Chiron explains that when they went to the whole everything that happened, like we went to this place, we were checking everything out. They had a bar open, we're having a drink. This giant of a guy starts talking to Kevonian and I. The pastor guy there starts doing his whole spiel, his whole sales pitch, and this guy just suddenly calls him out for fucking a kid. Kevonian casts something to make sure he's telling the truth, and he fessed up to all of it. So after that, everybody there lost their minds and they fucking burned the place down. This guy just walked out through the crowd. That place was packed like it is here. He goes, and that guy walked through untouched, in between the raindrops.
Hey, Bartholomew, have you ever seen that man?
He looks over at him, and he immediately, you watch as Black Bart is kind of just like taken aback, and like you see what you know to be that twinge of fear in a man. He goes, no. He goes, that's the largest man. He goes, he's like, it's not often I see people that make Oog look small.
I tap him on his shoulder and I put 2,000 gold in front of him. Do you mind if I get my stuff?
He goes, I'll have Tabitha and one of the guys bring it up to you guys.
Fantastic. And I throw him the 2,000 as well as Inafine.
Okay. So, Brandon, are you paying?
Yeah, I threw down the 2,000 platinum. I say,
okay.
Fate of the universe.
Sorry. So, Kevin, you walk up to the monstrous man at the bar. All right. What do you do?
Good to see you again, friend. You got away from me quite fast before.
So, as you walk up to him, as you start to speak, as you start to say that, he immediately, you watch as his hand turns and hands you a drink without looking at you.
Can I check it to make sure it's not poisoned?
Yeah, go ahead.
What do I got to do?
You want to give an investigation, or it's like any kind of check where you would use your senses to like detect something? Investigation.
All right, that makes sense. +7. Oh wow. 24.
You don't smell anything out of the ordinary. It smells, it looks, everything about it is a normal ale. And as he hands it to you and you're doing that, without looking at you, he's like, friend, if I wanted to kill you, I would kill you. Take the beer.
Take it, and I say, you and I seem to have an unspoken kinship, my friend.
He goes, no, kinship, I wouldn't say that. We hardly know each other. He goes, we just seem to be on a similar wavelength.
That's exactly what I mean, friend.
Friend. What a word. He goes, call me friend, I don't even know your name.
As it seems, I don't know yours either. Me. I am Kevonian the Quick, Bard of the Seven Lands, once rogue, all-around entertainer.
He stops you, he goes, Kevonian might be your name, he goes, but you're not from these seven lands. He's like, I know a good bit. One second. He's looking at you. He goes, He goes, "Yeah, you're not from here." He goes, "Whatever in creation on this planet that exists without my knowledge exists without my consent." He goes, "Maybe that's why I'm so intrigued by you."
You wouldn't be the first.
He goes, "So Kevonian." He goes, "What can I do for you?"
Your intuition is quite correct. I am not of this world, and neither are any of my companions.
He kind of just looks over your shoulder immediately right at the table without even like having to be directed. He immediately like can tell that everybody that's with you is with you.
Mm.
He's like, He goes, "Okay."
I might not be of this world, but I know people. And you are more than you seem, my friend.
He kind of stands up straight. He chuckles to himself. He goes, that's one way to put it."
I imagine just asking you to reveal who you are wouldn't just be that wouldn't work, would it?
"Oh, me?" He goes, "I go by I've gone by other names, but the name's Holden. Everybody calls me the Judge."
And how many times does anyone ask you that if you're holding every day?
As you say that, you chuckle. He's just looking at you, no emotion on his face. And once again, since there's no hair on his face, he's kind of reptilian in that, like, you're looking at him, and as you notice that he's not showing any emotion, you realize that you're looking at him, and this giant man has a very childish face, very youthful. And he's just looking. He looks at you, and he's like, "Good joke."
He's not a Goomba from the Super Mario movie, is he? From the original?
Similar, moderately similar appearance, actually.
Like a young Voldemort?
Kind of. Imagine Voldemort's face, like, but with a nose on, like, the mountain's body.
Or like if what are they called from Prometheus?
The engineers? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's an engineer.
So I turn my back to the bar and I lean against it. So he's like to the side of me, and I'm looking back towards the group, and I go, "So chaos, huh?"
He goes he's like, "Amongst other things," and he puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like, "Amongst other things." And he leaves it there.
And I go, "What does that mean exactly?"
He looks down at you. He goes, "You'll find out."
Is this that moment where I turn to my right and you're going to have disappeared?
No, he's still there.
Oh, okay. So back there with that priest.
He goes, "Ah." He goes, "What about him?"
Obviously, you knew. But did you know you did what you did on purpose, obviously.
Well,
But it
yeah.
did not seem personal. It didn't seem like you cared as much about what he did to the kid as much as you cared for what happened after you revealed.
He goes, well, yeah, well, why? If I'm being honest, he goes, he's just sitting there, hand on your shoulder. He kind of leans in. He goes, "I've never met or seen that man before in my life." He goes, "But you make a statement, it's either true or false." He goes, luckily you were there to prove it was true, right?
As luck would have it, yes.
He goes, huh. He goes, and everything that happened afterwards worked out splendidly. He goes, no, it wasn't personal. It was, but it's more selling false hope to people. Like, people don't need that. There's enough evil. There's enough garbage. Like, plus, if you're gonna do that, you shouldn't be for monetary gain. The guy was disgusting. Watching him get slaughtered by the people he was trying to work made it all the better.
We are more
And he looks at you. He goes, chaos.
chaos. And I raise my glass up. Does he have
You go to, and you realize that as his hand is on your shoulder, like, you can't lift your arm. That's how strong he is.
Oh, so it's not like a magical thing. He's just I can't do anything because he's pushing against me.
Yeah, you're like, and you like his hand on your shoulder is literally from sheer force limiting you from lifting your arm. So like you would have to change hands.
But I do. It's a chaos.
He's like, chaos. He takes his hand off your shoulder, puts it back on the bar.
Fuck. God damn. Okay. What was I gonna do?
He looks at you. I don't know.
Can I do an investigation check? Because this sounds almost culty in and of itself, and I want to see if I know of, like, maybe a history check actually, if there's any like chaos cult or anything that's specifically.
Go ahead.
It's Easter, God damn it!
History +7. 16.
There is nothing you know of on this planet that you've heard of yet about anything for a cult of chaos. You assume that there's probably cults for everything, but like, while you might believe that there might be a cult, like, you're investigating this guy and like really looking him up and down, you're not getting the sense that he's part of any cult. Like, this is who he is.
You know about interdimensional travel?
He goes, he looks at you, he goes, we're not talking about that. And then he's like, well, he goes, I'm not talking about that. You can all you want. He goes, me, I'm here for a good time. And he points over to the guy at the piano. He's like, a tune! Big booming voice. And the guy starts playing a fucking tune on the piano. And he's like, he screams out, big booming voice, around for everyone. And then he goes, me, I'm here to dance. And he starts to dance. And that is where I'm going to end it tonight.
I don't feel good about that.
Yeah, my bro.
Oh boy.
But not ominous enough for you? Jesus.
I just want to dance.
Judge don't want to talk about interdimensional travel. Judge came here to dance.
Oh,
Would I
no.
be able to change that to the new stuff or no?
Yeah, hold on. I'll do it right now. Since you're so fucking... Hold on. Fatu... dwarven plate. Add to equipment.
I think I found mine already and added it. So
All right, Kaywin, manage inventory.
Yeah.
You're getting the bronze dragon armor.
Yeah, I already added it to my inventory.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Well, that's why I was doing while I'm
And-
doing that.
Okay, and the moonsicle?
And the moonsicle.
Oh, fuck. All right. Where'd you put them?
What does the dwarven armor add to
I'm
my
already
armor?
wearing it.
I'm already wearing it.
I just preemptively put it on myself.
Oh, hold on one second. What does the dwarven armor do? Actually, give me 1 second. I gotta fucking piss really bad.
Edge just made his debut in AEW.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So that was true, huh? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
who did?
As soon as Darby Allin and Christian were main eventing the show.
Did he attack Christian? I guess?
No. So Nick Wayne turned on Darby Allin and joined Christian and Luchasaurus. It was a 2 out of 3 falls match. They did the whole tear the ring apart gimmick. Now Edge is standing over the lifeless body of Sting, about to hit him with the concerto. Or is he?
Wow.
Or is he? Or
So
is
Edge
he?
left WWE for AEW. The AEW.
And he
officially-
he just hit Nick Wayne, and he's about to spear Luchasaurus.
Yeah, obviously he's gonna fight Christian.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that is fucking something right
Had
now.
the music and everything.
Well, yeah, because it's
It's WWE doesn't own that song.
it's Ultra Bridge. Yeah.
Using his real name, Adam Feces Copeland.
Doesn't matter until they come back with Gangrel and the Brood.
I mean, this could happen.
I mean, do me a favor, stay at AEW. Never come back.
No, man, straight
Well-
look, man got one last paycheck. Good for him.
What were you asking, Tony?
Edge made his debut in AEW.
What does like the armor class? Does everything go up, or is
Your AC become automatically, once you wear it, becomes 20 plus.
yeah?
It's like the best armor in the game for people who just do like for your kind of shit. All right, hold on 1 second.
And smash.
Let me pull up Lewis and I'll give him his shit.
I mean, I was already adding it.
Oh, you were? All right.
Yeah,
We're still
it's
live. I
fine.
haven't ended the stream yet.
Yeah, I'm just going through and reading all of them and adding as I'm.
I was
Or
just
reading as I'm adding.
covering the live reaction now of Edge debuting in AEW.
All right, here's the problem for you there, Tinzo.
Mhm.
You have multiple items here that require, like, your ring, until you've mastered your Ring of Time alteration, it requires attunement. Same with your Helm of Telepathy. Same with your Cloak of Displacement. Same with the Robe of the Archmagi. And you can only attune to 3 items at once. And I'm going to assume... Hold on. That your staff... The staff of the Magi... is going to... Yeah, it's going to require it too.
So MJF by himself beat Bill and Vincent.
Yes.
Of course they did.
That's pathetic.
I didn't see how he did it because it looked like it was kind of fucky how he did it. Like he didn't like beat the shit out of Bill and Vincent. He like rolled them up. He did like I saw him doing the kangaroo kick, and then I looked away, and then next thing you know, Max is holding the belts.
and Bag of Holding.
Once I realized that that was the main event, I was like, oh, this might actually be happening.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm surprised.
Well, at least we have something to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but hey.
I'm not surprised. I'm just like, okay, well, this is the reality of the business now. If somebody doesn't want to end their career, they no longer have.
Lewis, you need to look at your staff of the Magi.
Yeah, I will.
No, it's fucking stupid. It has 50 charges that you regain like D6 plus something at dawn every day, but you can use X amount based on like each spell in that it can cast takes up an X amount of charges, and you can cast like a ridiculous amount of spells with it. I didn't know this. I didn't know that it had all these like you can cast Plane Shift, Lightning Bolt, Fireball.
Sorry.
Yeah. Conjure Elemental. There are spells that you can cast at will.
Yeah.
So you just got the OP armor set.
He got he got some solid shit.
Yeah.
Kevin, you added your shit, right?
Yeah, the Rhythm Maker's drum.
All right. That's pretty solid for you.
Yeah, I was looking up. There's really not that many magical instruments. Like there's a couple.
If I knew you were going to be legit looking for a magical instrument, I would have had one created for you. Going forward though, like I'll have some created to be like, oh, you got the skin flute of the serpent. Like, why does this look like a dick? It was a dick.
It was a big it was an Ouroboros dick.
Yeah.
He crazed dick. That's too real. All right, guys. Well, I got to take a massive shit. I'm filled with lots of bagels and onions right now.
What a lovely parting shot for the audience. Anybody who might still be.
I'm good for Friday.
Friday?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'll be
Yeah, we should be good.
Yep. Yeah, Friday's good. Normal time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Fellas.
Later.
All right, everybody. That's it. That's it for us.
Yeah.